allowed to call it?
Yes.
I don't know. Nobody knows what to call it.
It's a
I already
remake.
screwed it up. Remake? The remake. I got it. Our other ocean. We are temporarily married with people who live Twitch stream.
Yep.
I'm Ian Sherman. I was the lead engineer on the project. Alex Cole is one of the designers. Right?
I'm Justin Rosenthal-Kamek. I'm one of the scenery animators. I made Dan move.
Right. And with us as always is Jeff Goldblum. He's always our extra streamer. Other side or what? Like this one or this one? Which one do you want? Okay.
Excellent.
So let's kick it off. Alex,
We should play a new game.
we should play a new game. Yes. This is a new game. This is a new game as of today.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. We're excited to share it with you.
Who knew?
If you enjoy our streaming today, we are also participating in Extra Life or Laser Fights for Children's Hospitals. That will be happening next weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, November 1, 2, and 3, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So tune into the Twitch channel. We'll kick a couple of bucks our way. I think the Twitch fans can help us out. So tell us about some of the art direction you did for this stuff, Justin.
I hope nothing bad happens to... Ooh. That was fun. I got to do some fun animation with that guy. And this. Pretty happy with the way this turned out.
Yeah, I will sing Justin's praises. Absolutely. Yeah, I will. If you like Dan's personality in this game, the personality that comes through from his movement, that's all this guy.
Thanks. I had fun with it. It was good stuff. All right.
So I kind of talked through most of the plot of this game. Maybe I shouldn't have. The idea is, or maybe I'll let this guy talk too.
I've heard this many times. We all have.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Galileo, who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time.
Conspire to turn the Elf Father into the Savior of
The savior of the day.
gosh.
But we knows better. Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarak and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
Excellent.
So yeah, since I talked through the intro, I'll give you the little 3-sentence version. So you played Dan Fortescue. He was a knight who originally opposed the evil wizard Zarak,
Yeah.
and was killed in the first charge. He was shot through the eye with an arrow. And Zarak is now back, and he has used his evil magic to raise an army of the dead, I suppose, and
Which accidentally-
resurrected
yeah,
Dan.
yeah.
So Dan has a second shot
Yeah.
at maybe saving the day
Yeah.
here.
And everyone seems to have forgotten, I guess, that he was the first one taken out, I guess. I don't know. It sort of
Yeah,
seems-
like history sort of remembers him as the hero of that battle.
Yeah.
But that may
Weird.
not be quite accurate.
Well, no spoilers. We'll see how it plays out.
So playing today will be Alex. So
Yes.
any mistakes or questions about why
Yeah.
he's choosing to do certain
I mean-
things, they should be directed at him.
Yes.
A window just showed up over our chat producers, just in case you want to.
Yeah.
We can still mostly see it, but something weird happened.
They're fig.
We have a window over part of our chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you twist that towards us?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've played this once or twice.
Yeah, it's that was like some pro, as my kid would say, that's like a pro stat right there.
So Alex is using the new quick weapon swap to quickly swap between the sword and the daggers. That's a feature we added for this game. It was in Medieval Resurrection?
It was Medieval 2.
Medieval 2. Medieval 2. that we thought it was a useful feature. So
Yep.
you can now equip 2 weapons and swap between them rather quickly.
No problem.
We also went ahead and added secondary attacks or charge attacks to most of the weapons, even ones that didn't have them in the original game. So there's some new things to explore.
Yes. Yes, there are. Those guys. You gonna open that book?
And
No. Yeah.
personally, I spend the whole
Boom.
time charging my second attack, so I don't know what Alex is doing.
I spent my whole time animating a book opening. All right.
And that zombie surprise was you're doing, right? Glenn's doing? Okay.
There's a pack of zombies just right at the door. Oh, there we go.
Windows back.
Hey, it's fine.
I almost feel like you should be mic'd so you can describe what you're doing.
How do you kill those pesky hands?
I can't do it yet.
Oh man, what the heck?
You have to join a club to kill the hands? Okay.
It's like the one-eyed club. You just gotta like gouge out an eye.
That's kind of grim, Justin.
Hey,
A little dark.
game
Team.
dev. Oh wait, there we go.
I'd like to
Oh
get in
man,
here.
How do you do that?
Can't
super
do
cool.
it yet. Gotta come back.
You are ignoring
This is
all
a-
of those sweet books.
This is an extremely hoagie stream so far.
That's fine. Well,
This game a few times. I can start hitting the books.
you can't.
I'm gonna read the books.
You just open it, just see that great pop-up animation, and then you just leave it open forever.
So this is where the game ends, right? I just throw it out.
Yeah, I think so. You just leave it on the screen. Looks super nice. Oh look, wait. Do you have 100% of the chalice already?
I do.
That was fast.
You just started the
Man,
level.
oh man. Yeah,
just
Alex knows what's up.
I guess so.
This is
Bam!
gonna be a speed run, basically.
Hall
World
of
record set
Heroes.
today.
I know.
Here we go.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, I promised the people on my timelines that we'd be doing a arm-only run,
Oh no, that's not gonna be.
Bill, am I good to turn this back?
wearing the helmet. So,
No, I don't think we're gonna do that.
do we have the helmet unlocked in the game we're playing?
Ooh, I don't know. Check.
Oh, we have the gold armor, but not the helmet. Okay.
Gold is from the sweet. Look at that sweet, sweet gold armor.
So the gold armor is a bonus for those who pre-ordered the digital deluxe edition.
Was it pre-order? I thought it was just digital. It's a pre-order.
Or maybe if you just buy the digital deluxe edition.
Yeah.
Gargoyle?
I have seen this gargoyle. Has everybody else seen this gargoyle?
Look at that.
Yes.
Whoever did that, he's pretty good.
I was very happy with this.
Thank you.
Oh,
It was
wait.
me,
Yeah, the one animation that I
Yeah.
engineered.
the lead engineer. I did that one.
Very happy with it.
So what is
Not-
the
now you're
effect
just-
of the
now you're just
gold
lying.
armor?
Oh.
People were asking me on streams last night. I actually don't remember. we jumped around on that. Where's Glenn? He's nearby, right? Nearby, right?
Yeah. Glenn.
What's gold armor do? More money. 10% more money? 10% more money. That is the secret of the gold armor.
Yes.
Nice.
So instead of 10, you get 11.
Nice.
Hey, everything counts.
Wait. I'm the engineer here.
I think it's.
Yeah, that's correct. Checks out.
Of heroes, where the
Oh, man.
bravest warriors from history spend eternity feasting, singing.
Steven's asking for more volume, please, from the voice.
Oh.
You may be able to persuade them to give you
Volume for voice.
could benefit. My bad. I've been ignoring this.
That's all right. I'm helping do your job too. Just like for the animations. I'm kidding, by the way, everybody. I wasn't.
Oh my goodness.
I have the volume.
All good.
I was
The mic volume.
deadly serious before when I said Justin did all the wonderful animation for this game. And Emily too, who's hiding just off camera here. I don't think they see it.
Oh, there's a hand.
I promise she's here though.
Yes.
It says can't hear game at all.
Now it says it can't really hear the game at all, is that on purpose?
I can't hear myself.
No, it's just getting this stuff right.
So,
Hey, Frostman 007, we're working on
Steven,
it.
it's Steven.
I know.
I wonder who that is.
So, what Alex just did there, I mean, some people who are not familiar with the game, I'll explain a little bit what's going on. So, in each level in Medieval is a chalice, and sometimes they're on the main path, sometimes they're kind of well hidden. And as you defeat enemies in the level, you fill up the chalice. You'll see in a moment there's an icon that indicates the percentage that's filled in your UI. But when the chalice is full up, meaning you killed enough enemies, you can pick it up, and if you complete the level after picking up the chalice, you'll go to the Hall of Heroes.
Got it.
Where you'll meet one of the legendary heroes of the history of Galamir. Is that accurate?
I think so.
Who will offer you some kind of aid, and usually that's something like a weapon or an upgrade. Very important that you try to collect these.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bad time if you don't. They're very easy early on. They're a little tougher later.
Do you want to have a bad time?
You're too late, Fortescue. Already
So this is that Zarek guy I was talking about.
You will never leave this necropolis.
Looks friendly, but it's not.
And his voice actor passed away this year. We actually have a nice
Pretty great.
memorial to him.
Good
in
job,
our
Emily.
credits. Is it Paul
What?
Darrow? Is
I
that
thought you
his
did.
name?
You did some.
Now you'll notice as Alex is killing these enemies, their souls are actually popping out and flying to the chalice. This is something that's going to be this edition.
Man. Next time you see one of those, walk around so you can get the head tracking action. Pretty sweet. You should buy something. You should always buy something.
Okay,
That
we're gonna buy something.
the gargoyle is hungry. He is always hungry. There we go.
All right, well, I'm gonna buy. I don't need anything.
Well, shoot,
Steve-
like throw some
Steven
daggers
says
away.
too loud on the game now.
Too loud.
We're on it.
Okay.
No, I.
Frostman, cool it. We got it under control. Oh, I missed. Did you buy something?
bought something.
I missed it. Can you go buy something else?
Would you stop it? Stop it.
Oh, look at me. Melting boulders.
So, here's pro strats. Alex didn't do it, but the way you play this level is
Nope.
the boulders actually don't start rolling down the hill until the end of the intro cutscene. That's true of the original.
Right, okay.
So if you rush up to the top of this hill,
You
you
can-
can skip about half of them.
Oh my gosh. You should sort of jump start against the.
Yeah. That's my pro strats.
That is a good strat for a
I'm really
pro.
terrible at the boulder fight. That's not my strength.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna do that.
Did you want some couch time, Emily? Not yet, but at some point.
Yeah. Nice. This room turned out pretty good.
Yeah. We're gonna go back
Zach-
and read the books.
A guide.
Yeah. Oh, it's a witch's coven.
And witchcraft
They're
and
all
business.
long books.
A witch's coven.
The important
would reach
thing is you
height of its
pop the book
power
open.
Only when all of their
That's all that
sacred
really needs to be done.
flames were alight.
And reading it and listening to it. Amazing voice acting.
I love the dialogue.
Yes.
I love the voice acting. It's a very long book.
Not one for reading then.
I don't know.
So Alex is revealing one of the more better hidden chalice locations.
I mean, it's up. You get a real full chalice. I think I'm gonna learn how to collect all the chalice stuff just from watching you play.
That zombie was doing a speedrun strat. He was trying to do a wall clip to the later area.
Found a
Nobody
witch's
told him.
talisman.
I
What
guess
does that
he
do?
died before our game was released.
What does that witch's talisman do? Oh, there we go.
Witch's talisman can't be used as a raid.
What?
Wolf gets that.
Whoa.
It's very important though.
You can use it to talk to witches. Very important.
So I used to get. Can you go back to that room for a second?
Yeah.
I used to joke with the team that it looked like this was a concert area because those things on the top of the pillars there kind of look like speakers.
Nice.
And this was like it would be a stage performing and
That's
like
pretty
a
good.
mosh pit down here on the side.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
Get my-
totally said it would cost you.
I have a couple of animations that we
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
There is absolutely no chance that Justin will be releasing silly animations of the characters of this game later in the week.
Yes, exactly, Frostman. Good question. Asking about the gold armor. If you have the digital deluxe version, then that is what you get as part of grabbing yourself the digital deluxe version. As our lead designer was saying, oh, run. Oh, there we
But
go.
only scrubs need more gold. Like, there's so
I know.
much gold in this game.
Yeah.
You should get good.
You just need to. You need to buy. You need the gold to buy stuff. That merchant guard, he's so hungry.
That's going to be Justin's bit this whole time.
Exactly.
This is it.
Just go
4
buy
hours
some.
of Justin talking about buying stuff.
Yes. It's funny animations.
As somebody who purchases things in real life, I think it's important to have money.
Hey, I purchase
That's
things
true.
in real life too. Ooh, good dodge.
Well, disclaimer, purchasing the gold armor will not give you any money in real life.
You get my life. Dinosaur. Hey, dinosaur bites.
So yeah, you can come up here and kill those gargoyles before you do any of the level. So you just do that
Yeah.
really first.
There might be competition on the Silly Dan animation tweets. We will see. Dude, FC Kill is on. What is up, my man?
Justin's going in full like YouTuber here. But just remember to smash that subscribe button.
Just smash that like, yeah, smash subscribe, smash that bell, ring that like button. How's this? What are the kids saying? I don't know. Ding.
But please do support our extra live stream.
We are very clear.
Details in the comments.
Yes, we are wearing mics. We're very clear. Maybe I'm talking too loud. I don't know.
Yeah, Justin and I are mic'd up. Alex is not. So anything he says, I'll have to repeat if you can't hear
Will be
it.
held against him.
Wow, Dan Fortescue is actually in our Twitch chat.
Wow.
Thanks, Dan.
So weird because we're controlling it right now. Nice.
So what was your reward for that haul here? Is there life bottle?
Boom.
Very critical.
Well, you know,
You should go get the hidden life bottle.
you
now.
can't buy life bottles, but we should check the merchant just to see if there's any. You know,
We'll see. Next time we run into a merchant, yeah.
it's never gonna get old.
So we were watching some of the people who were really eager to stream this game yesterday, and people who don't know the original game, almost none of them found this life bottle. So here's another pro tip for you. It's a little better hidden in our game than in the previous game,
Sure.
but very important to get this, especially at this point in the game. It's a killer help.
Want to stock up.
Yeah. So once you have a blunt weapon,
What do you?
you can go ahead and just bash through this wall in your crypt and get another
Hot
life
dog.
bottle.
That's just like Zelda, right? Just find another heart container.
It's exactly like Zelda. In fact, Zelda was inspired by the original MediEvil. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. But maybe
It's entirely possible that it's not true in any conceivable sense.
you haven't read that book. What are you doing? Not
I read that book, Justin.
Oh, does it reset?
You should
It
you should
resets.
equip the arm and read the book to show off Justin's bug.
You did. But nice. Look at that loading screen. Notice it wasn't on screen too long because it loads so fast. Oh, there's a lot of stuff.
Nobody gets to read all my glorious tips.
We're controlling your clone. Sure. Yes.
Yeah, this is Justin and Ian.
Yes, it is. Kev.
People like those loading screen tips.
I like the loading
Did
screen.
you write those? Nice. I was wondering who the Master of the Hilltop Mausoleum was.
I should point out that Alex is our resident pun master.
Yes.
So if you ever read something in this game and groan, it's his fault. In fact, you should maybe show
But
off
it's
some
good.
of the bestiary.
You,
The Book of Galamir, also new feature for our game.
you could also. Oh yeah. Nice.
You didn't write all of these, but you wrote some of them.
Some of them, and I worked together with Chris to edit some of this. Chris
So a collaboration between Alex and Chris Sorrell.
Yes, that's correct. Not to go completely off topic,
But go to the shop.
but to go off topic, FD Killers is wondering.
I'm actually not doing a Halloween costume this year.
Oh man!
Thanks for asking.
You
though.
heard it here first.
Yeah,
That's just-
yeah. I
should go as
usually
yourself.
start. I'm going as a game developer who put on a lot of weight working on this project.
You're all good. That's like
No,
you're doing,
usually
like-
I start like when
Yeah.
I do it, I go kind of all out.
You do.
and I start well in advance, and
You
just
do.
wrapping up this
I've-
title was not conducive to getting that done this year. So
I've worked with this guy
I'm
for
delaying
like
year.
a number of years on multiple projects, and I won't say I'm disappointed that you won't be doing something epic, but he usually does very epic costumes. My costume game was usually whatever I could throw together as I'm walking out the door the day of. I'm not good at planning stuff. Oh man, run. The floor is collapsing.
The castle is collapsing.
Run. Run.
So I didn't, you don't usually play these levels out of order, but I was watching people play on Twitch
Right.
yesterday, and uh-oh.
No. Not.
So,
They can't
yay!
say.
So gameplay tip, which that book kind of laid out a moment
Ding.
ago. The imps in the Hilltop Mausoleum might steal your weapon, and if they get away with it, you're going to have to go through some hoops to get it back.
Would you have to maybe buy it back?
You might have to visit the shop to get it back.
Well done.
But Alex didn't let it happen, so
Next time.
I was about to say something else.
Sweet
I
room.
was saying, I don't usually have reason to play the levels out of order.
Okay.
But I was watching some streamers play yesterday, and
Yeah, there we go.
running through the environment at the beginning of this level with the stained glass windows and the spikes and stuff
Yep.
with the daring dash is really cool.
Hang
Like,
on,
because you
wait,
just
wait.
smash through things.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a good move to get through there. We're gonna go back and see the organ guy again, right? Because that was something you worked on, right? All right.
had to listen to the same summer music for hours.
Great. Emily, our other animator
Did you time the
here,
animations to the music?
who's right off screen.
The laser part,
Then why were you listening to the same music over and over? Oh, you can only animate this guy to a sad song?
Is that why are all the floors collapsing? This is a very structurally unsound location.
Well, you don't build a mausoleum on a hilltop for this reason.
I guess so.
Do you, did you actually want me to?
Our Emily, our other amazing animator, made this amazing.
Yeah, that's working.
There we go. Yeah.
He's actually propping up my copy of this
Yes.
game.
Yes.
I brought in a stand, we got our physical copies today. I brought in a stand to display my game, but I forgot a piece of it, so I'm actually using Mr. Apple as a prop.
That's gonna fall.
Justin, what's the question in the chat?
Question in the chat. I'm glad you asked. Thanks for. I don't know. Let me see here. Yeah, there's a lot of. I'm really falling behind on my job. I'm sorry, guys. If I could animate this, then I'd be on top of it, but I'm not. Oh my gosh. There's like a lot of stuff here. Steven's saying for everybody in Europe can get the Steelbook for the game. That's pretty awesome.
I want a steelbook. I didn't know.
I know.
I didn't know that I had to.
Yeah.
get a Steelbook?
Steven says that Ian is dressing up as an overworked engineer.
That's true.
That's like a Tuesday. That's all the time.
I think I'm pulling it off.
But yeah. There we go. Yeah, so Emily worked on some of this. This does have some fantastic music, Daniel Forsku. You are correct. Who's this? Power Hour says I use a crossbow the most with the imps. Didn't want to deal with them, stealing stuff. Yeah, that's a good strat. Makes sense to sort of do ranged weapons. I wonder also if Dan uses his own arm, like they can't steal that, right? I don't. It's probably whoa. Hang on. This is one of the more iconic bosses for the game since it's super early level, right?
So, in terms of Al-Zalam, I don't even know how to pronounce that, in the window, that's actually probably an insider story we can tell you a little bit about.
Sure.
So, a lot of our art was made from our outsourcing group called Secret Six. They're tremendous artists. So, if you like a lot of the environments or the models in this game, they're the source of that. Did a really fantastic job. And when we approached them to work on this game, it actually turns out a lot of people in that studio were fans of the original MediEvil and its previous incarnations.
There we go.
So they hid some art around that was inspirational to them about the games they had worked on.
Nice.
That's why that guy's in the window.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember seeing that now. Yeps.
Favorite boss and why? Well, that's going to be different depending on who you ask. People are really loving the new Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
The new Zyrax was pretty cool, but I think my favorite is the Guardians of the Graveyard. I do like the way they turned out a little bit. Actually, I was complaining to Alex earlier because right before we shipped, we made them a little easier, which made the fight a little shorter. And I'm sad because I think it was a really cool fight. But it's an early fight, so I understand why it can't be like super hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could speak slightly to the bosses as well.
We'll try to speak into my chest.
There you go.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, that's what Mike is.
Yeah.
Yeah, myself and Emily, we ended up kind of taking charge on the boss restoration, and we're really happy with how the Pumpkin King came out.
Yep.
Check out the ground floor.
We love the pirate boss.
Well-to-do shoppers.
He was really fun. There's
Pirate
a
boss
lot of
is
really
pretty
cool
cool.
fights in the game. I'm really happy with what we were able to accomplish.
The bosses are the way we probably deviated from the original designs the most. We used them more as inspiration for our versions of the bosses. Because the bosses in the original were iconic, but a little funky. Not so great.
Those are pretty fun.
And yeah, and this is our producer, Jeff Knockbauer, guest starring on our stream. He's stuck in Texas today. Otherwise, he would be here.
Texas? I thought it was on the. I thought
He made it to Texas.
Oh,
He was
okay.
in Madrid. He flew to Texas
I thought he
and
was
then
still
got
stuck in
he got orphaned in Texas.
Yes.
You're asking what our favorite level is.
That's a tough question. That is a tough one. Yeah.
Nonsense for dispute. I won't take
Scarecrow Fields is cool because it's one of the first one that's like.
At a high level. What things change?
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
We're answering which is our favorite levels. Then we'll answer the next question, Justin.
Sorry. My favorite levels
So you
are
said
the,
Scarecrow Fields. I kind of agree. It's the first level that really like some of the early levels are a little bit samey in that they're all like sort of dark medieval fantasy, like dungeony or graveyardy levels. And that's the first one where you go, oh wow, there's actually a lot to this game.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish we could have included more of that in the demo. What's your favorite level, Alex?
Hi, we're getting cozy. Time Device is my favorite level. Not just because I worked on it, not just because that's my baby, but also
It's a really interesting level.
it's
That's
a
a good
really
choice too.
intense, crazy level. It's like right at the end of the game, so I suspect like not everyone will see it, but it's really insane.
Well, we got 4 hours.
I don't know if we're gonna make it there.
I think we can make it to Time Device
I don't know.
in 4 hours. Well, that's just quitter talk. Justin, do you have a favorite level?
I probably don't have a favorite level. Oh, that was close. Man. A little slippery there.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say Time Device too. I think it's pretty cool.
I kind of like.
Ooh, Asylum Grounds. Man, everybody's suggesting good choices.
Yeah. Or
I'm just going to change my choice to whatever the last thing somebody said.
Was Jack of the Green?
Yeah, that's a silent
Yeah.
I'm also gonna say I love Entrance Hall as well. I know that sounds silly because it's a short level, but it's such a unique break in pacing. You just don't see that in a lot of modern games. Where you get a level that's just basically there for war purposes.
Yeah.
It's a really nice break.
Certainly not any sort of additional content that we've added exclusively to this game.
My
That would be
favorite
weird.
level is the level with the merchant gargoyles.
Yeah. That one.
But
All right, what was the next question?
Well,
we
the next
skipped
question
over a
here
little bit
is
there.
again coming in hot and fast from Frostman 007. He was saying, for each of us, what single aspect of this version of the game are you most proud of?
No, he skipped over one. At a high level,
We just
how
did
did
that. We just did
No,
that
we were
one.
talking about which levels we liked.
Oh. That's.
So,
Well, we'll come back to that.
Steven
other
at
question.
Frostman asks, at a high level, how do we decide what
Yes.
things change, what things keep the same as the original game? So our development philosophy, we talked a lot about this before, was we wanted to try to initially recreate the original experience as precisely as possible,
Hey,
like
John Mathis.
moment for moment, as accurate as we could. And then, once we had achieved that, sort of build up from there, polish things, fix things that were a little clunky. The reality of the development was, I'd say we got about 70 to 80% there, and then we really kind of needed to pivot in order to wrap the game up. So it was a little ad hoc, but you know, a priority for us the entire way was being faithful to the original.
Yes.
And a lot of people who are familiar with the original, you know, there are some changes we made, but I think we succeeded, and they say we succeeded in capturing the tone and the feel of the original. In fact, it's really funny. Like I said to Alex this morning, I spent a lot of time yesterday watching people streaming this game, and people who are fans of the game and have played it recently, like, you know, they changed this, they changed that, they changed the other. People who are fans of the game but haven't played it in like 10 years, this is how they're like, this is exactly how I remember it. It's so good. So that's what we were trying to accomplish.
Yeah. Oh. There's no merchant gargoyle over there.
Anybody else want to talk about design philosophy, change things?
Yeah. Well, the big philosophy we had when it came to changing anything, which was very rare, but when we did do it, it was always go bigger, never reduce, always add. We always wanted to make it a better experience, never compromise.
Right.
Hey, the weapons are a good example of that too, because we were playing with weapons. We're like, you know, we created these weapons, and in the original game, a third of them, maybe even less, had secondary attacks or charge attacks, and they're like, hey, there's some room for us to add some more here. So we did.
Right. And some of them are
you have your best weapon now, Alex. I don't know why you're not using it.
hammer, right.
I like the small sword.
Some of the I mean that's an effective.
You want to show off the combo that nobody understands in the
Also,
game? Do you think
so
you can?
with the crossbow, I mean some of the secondary stuff are a little more fun. Like the crossbow, there's two different styles of
I love it when
firing
you
that
did
you
the
can do.
crossbow. It's so funny.
There's your regular, and then you have a little bit of like
Gangster
sidearm
style.
action.
Yeah.
You know, why not?
Yeah. That came from. We just thought it was funny.
That's really true. We're like, what can we do for, you know, we sat down, we had meetings, we're like, what can we do for each of these weapons? And we're just like, what if it was exactly the same, but he posed differently? There you go. That was the origin of the crossbow, the new secondary.
That's literally all it was. We just laughed about it, and then we're
Pretty
like, well,
much.
now we have to do it.
Yeps.
Yeah, Alex did a lot of polish on the enemies. Like, again, we started from something that was very close to the original game. He tweaked a lot of the numbers, in some cases, some of the behaviors. I think they're more aggressive. They're more fair, too. I think the overall experience feels a lot better in general.
Yeah. Is Hierophant Big Green is asking if Mr. Apple is in the Book of Galamir, the art book?
Is he?
I don't know. You'll have to find out for yourself.
Yes.
Mostly because I don't know.
Do the research. Put in the effort. I don't know. It might be. Or maybe it's a secret. I don't know. So what? We already...
What single element are you most proud
There
of?
we go.
I think that's where we're next. Right?
Yes.
So obviously Justin's proud of the shops.
I'm proud. I'm very happy with a lot of the face animation that I got to do for Sir Dan. That was fun. A lot of squash and stretch. Again, I'm very happy with what I was able to pull off for the information in the merchant gargoyles. Thought that was pretty good. And I'm also, among other things, really pleased with how Jack of the Green turned out, which hopefully we'll get to later. But I was really, from the get-go, had the idea of trying to give it a stop-motion look. And I think I did a good job, but I was very happy with sort of pushing those boundaries, which again is not exactly 100% in line with the original, but the spirit of it, I thought it fit with what we were trying to do. Ian, what about you?
Yeah, well, that's a very tough question for an engineer. Like, I worked on a whole lot of stuff. We all did on this project. I might do a little bit of a cop-out answer and just say, like, just being able to recreate the feel of the original game. Like, this is an Unreal game.
Yes, it is Unreal.
We had access to the original source for MediEvil, and we used it as a starting point to guide sort of the way we were building this game. But this game is built absolutely from the ground up, entirely Unreal. There's no shared code. Everything is new.
Yeah. We were able to interpret.
But we were able to get as we got the numbers out of
Yeah.
there and the behaviors and stuff like that.
But we had to,
and added our own flair to it a little bit. But I think just the way that it came together, I think we accomplished quite a bit.
Yeah.
Now, Alex, the sword is much better in this fight. You're doing it backwards. Boom! You did make the fight easier. Maybe it's easier now, but damn. What's your favorite build?
The bosses. I'm really proud of what we did in these.
The bosses are cool.
It was a lot of difficult work to get them exactly where they are now, but we are so happy with it.
Yes.
Our associate producer Bobby Hopper just joined us off screen with the record.
You guys?
I mean, I imagined that.
You
I
two
think
should
I
also,
thought I heard
like-
something.
No?
I was
Yes?
mistaken.
Went back to work? Oh, she's getting the whip out. Oh, no. Just kidding.
Emily, do you have a favorite part of the game, or anybody else who might want to chime in over here by Emily? Emily's saying she liked the characters in case you can't hear her. She liked the water.
Yeah,
she's
the
talking about the
elephant.
water elephant. It's really cool.
That was
We'll
fun.
show it off when we get to that stage. Pirate Captain.
Yeah, she worked on the Pirate Captain. She was really happy with that.
All has changed outside the necropolis.
Right.
Pumpkin King is getting a lot of good press.
Go that way.
All right, any word on DLC, etc.? Silverwoods maybe says Dinosaur Bites. That's an excellent question. We can't talk about that. If you're interested in that, please talk to Sony.
Yeah. Buy our game. Right? I don't know.
Any chance for some Death Jr. DLC?
Yeah.
We would love to do that.
That would be fantastic.
But again, that's not up to us. So
Fun fact, Death Jr. was the very first game that I worked on in industry. I cut all of my teeth working on that game, so...
It's true, he has no teeth.
Exactly.
It's Jeff. We did point out it was Jeff earlier. But fun fact, a lot of the dev team on this project and a lot of the dev team at Other Ocean were also developers at Backbone. So we actually share that history. I also worked. I didn't work on the original Death Jr., but I worked on the sequels, both of them, and I was at Backbone. I called it Other Ocean. That's how close we are.
Same thing.
I was at Backbone when they were working on Death Jr.
Yes, that is correct.
Alex wasn't, nor was Emily or Bobby. Shout
Thank
out
you,
to
Ernest
Bill.
Hemingway, for the congratulations. We're pretty happy.
My compatriots, my co-streamers are pointing out that I should point out that this stream would not be possible without our man behind the scenes, Bill Schmidt, who is one of our designers and also a great office mom and makes things like us streaming happen.
Yes.
And absolutely wouldn't be possible without his help. He's an excellent guy, and we're really glad to have him.
Yes.
Oh, wait, he's coming. He's going to say hello. Hi, everybody. Says Bill. Hey.
Rad. Super good.
Super armor playthrough and not helmet and arm combo. Is that where we are?
Well,
Sorry, we're trying to keep up with the chat a little bit.
Yeah. Nice. Look at that. Door opening animation.
I suggested we do arm only run, but I think that was a little bit. First of all, we've only got 4 hours.
You could
so
also take the armor off
3
and
hours,
then just
3 hours.
for a moment. Whatever.
Yeah, you could show Dan in his original glory. That might be nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Boom.
And as I was pointed out earlier, you don't need money in this game for anything.
What? You could if you are gonna pull your arm off, you should definitely go into Dan Cam and then go in the front, so you get like a really good angle of seeing Dan pull his arm off.
Can you see Dan pull his arm off
Yeah.
in Dan Cam?
Yeah. Oh, this was fun.
So this is a good pro strat that Alex is doing here. Like a lot of people, if you don't know better, will either try to complete this level, this Enchanted Earth level, after the Guardians of the Graveyard, or go to the next logical level, which is Scarecrow Fields. But if you go to Enchanted Earth and talk to the witch here, you give her the talisman, you can go to the Ant Caves, which is a little hard to do at this point in the game, but if you're able to complete it, you'll get some drumsticks that'll really help you deal with the scarecrows in Scarecrow Fields. So I recommend doing it that way.
These are some risky strats I'm taking.
That's not risky. Come on, you've got this. It is not hard.
It's hard.
Alex eats chicken, so.
Yeah. Oh, watch out, Dan. Kazap!
have to shrink you to the size of
We
a
all
pencil.
gotta, if I get lost, you gotta help me out. This level's
Yeah.
scary.
Are there any Easter eggs that no one has found yet? Well, there are a lot of Mr. Apples hidden throughout the game. I have no
Yes.
idea how many people have found
I did some.
how many of
Yeah.
them.
There's more than one. Maybe even more than two.
It's
Possibly more than three.
not really an Easter egg, but there was a 3-hit combo in the original game that you could do with swords. That you can do in our game, but it's a little complicated and nobody really uses it.
It's a little
You could
difficult,
consider
but
that an Easter egg.
Yeah. It's a feature.
This is our favorite character right
It's pretty great.
He's okay. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. And we can go to this one. Members of the original team.
Sure, yeah.
And that's cool.
How were the members of the original team involved in the development of this version? We consulted them throughout. They were actively involved. I mean, we did the development completely internally, but we didn't make any decisions without their input.
Right. Definitely got guiding forces from them.
It was a collaboration, really, ultimately.
Definitely. Bones Brigade forever. Hex yes.
Somebody enjoys the secondary ability
Yeah.
of the drumsticks.
The secondary ability of drumstick, that was also me. Again, being kind of silly and figuring out like every weapon needed a secondary action. And that was, I really had a lot of fun animating that one. Again, the idea was like, we got to make him eat the chicken leg. And really just get in there with that.
The maggots exploding.
Yes.
That was me.
Nice. Love it. Super good.
What does it mean that was me?
I didn't make the effects.
Like
but
these exploding maggots?
I'm like, these have to explode. I demanded it.
Yes, great. Harfant Big Green, I believe there's a Mr. Apple in every level. There
I don't know where most of them
there should
are,
be-
so
I also don't know. Yeah, I also don't
but
know.
there is one in every level.
I do like when I was telling my kid about how I don't even know where all the secrets are. He said that I could probably just look it up online. And I was like, sure, I guess I could do that. Or I said I could also talk to the people I work with who put it in there. But he was like, yeah, but no, we can probably just look it up online.
So, game development secret, when a team gets large enough, there are things in your game you don't know anything about.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Yep.
Why are you using a club?
This was
It's really effective
Yeah.
at killing the ants. It takes me
Yeah.
one hit.
And the hammer doesn't?
Well, it does, but the hammer has a slightly longer swing.
so I'm sure comparatively speaking from the original game, this level seems like a drastic art overhaul. I believe the original game there was a lot of
Everybody
dirt
loved the
and a lot
Ant
of
Caves in the
brown.
original game. It was most people's favorite level.
Exactly. I can't remember how well of a job we did with this, but I think there is some intent for art to get some of the colors or some of the sections of the tunnels to be a little more distinct, to at least give players a little bit more of a clue on where the heck they were in the caves. to maybe help. Like there's like a blue section, there's the red here. I don't know.
It's still confusing.
It's still confusing for sure.
But it's much better. I actually, a lot of the feedback I've been hearing from the streamers is
Right.
it's drastically improved
Yeah.
experience.
It's way better than It's a cool level. Like, it's confusing. but
I still run in circles for a lot longer than I ought to.
Yeah.
But it,
I'm probably going to run in circles a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alex already got the fairy that's hard to find, so
Is it just that the one little fat baby one that follows you around?
well, there's 6 of them in the level. Six
Right.
of them.
But we don't get to see them all close up. I guess not.
Yeah, let's see. This level terrifies me still. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's really claustrophobic.
Sure. I mean, you are the size of a man.
Yeah, that's part of it.
I mean, go figure. Resurrect.
Nice. Hello.
Yo.
There you are.
Thank you for all of your support throughout this project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Resurrect Fortescue. Like, yes. It was there for us.
If I'm going the wrong way,
Yeah.
someone tell me, okay?
You're going, I don't know.
Because I'm
I
probably
think
Are you running around in a cave? Then you're doing it right.
okay.
that looks right, right? I don't know.
Well, if you, yeah.
One of our good friends, FC Killer, is asking who updated the music. We had some of the original.
The original, yeah, musicians, Bob and Barn, right?
Yes. Yeah, Bob and Barn did the, brought back the original score and had it was recorded by a live symphony, right?
Bobby, you should pay attention to this in case we're saying wrong stuff.
Right?
We're talking about the music
About the
update.
music and how Bob and Barn did it, and everything was re-recorded, right? Full orchestra, amazing stuff. If anybody's gotten the digital download deluxe version, it'll come with the soundtrack. You can just what?
You can't download. Oh,
But yes,
everything's fine.
it is.
Don't
it is
listen to
a-
Ian.
It is great. Everything just sounds like fantastic. So. Oh, so yours that was a unique room.
It's all right. You're doing it right. Just keep running in circles. It's a right-hand rule, except there's one island. So,
This level's hard.
well, you let me know. You let me know when you're ready to cry and tap out. And
You haven't gone there
I'll
yet.
wrap up the level.
I got it. Pro game room. Which way? Which way? Choose a route. Left or right?
Left.
Right. Wait. You
Right.
said left. Follow me.
I don't know. Don't listen to
Go
me.
right.
I don't know.
No, wrong way. We're going left.
So how many fairies do you have?
I have almost all of them. There's just a few more.
You have one more fairy. Okay.
There's one more.
Way back to the big
Bill,
How
where do
much
we go?
amber do you have?
You need the green one.
Bill, where do I go?
To the green. Go to the green area.
Okay, yeah.
Naturally.
the
See
green
those
area.
green
Go
right
to where the green fairy is
I
and get
think
him.
I just ran
Yeah.
in a circle.
You did.
Yeah,
You're still
Resurrect
running in a
Fortescue.
circle.
He's
All right, we're going back. We're going back. We're going the other
I can't remember if the original had this. So Resurrect Fortescue is saying he didn't notice this before, but it's really cool how many more of the fireflies are following you around as you collect them. Did the original have this?
The original had, I think, 3
three of
fireflies.
them?
Yeah. So we put all 6 in there.
Right, exactly. It's just extra fun to feel like.
Oh, sorry. We call them fireflies. That's actually not referenced anywhere in our game or the original
I guess so.
game.
Well, fairies, I
They're
guess
called a
that's true.
sprite, I think, in our
Sprites.
game.
termites.
But they're called fireflies in the code, so that's why I called them fireflies.
Yeah, Hierophant, it does actually happen. If we're talking about the fairy/fireflies, you're not just seeing things.
Yeah.
Or maybe you are.
Yeah, the premise is you're collecting the fairies and they're turning into these balls of light.
Sure.
That is associated, following with you.
Let's try going down here. This looks, no, I've been here.
See? You know you've been there because.
Oh,
All right.
I recognize
So the rest of our stream is going to be Alex running in this circle. So strap in.
Yeah.
Bill, where do you go? I'm
Wisp?
so scared.
Maybe they were
yeah,
called
why were
wisps.
they called wisps? Maybe they were. You can call them wisps. That's fine.
I went down there.
Just don't call them late for dinner.
That's
It's a
like
dad joke.
You're
It's a dad joke from my
You're-
dad's era.
you're
Nope, that's your where he came
no,
in.
it's the beginning, isn't fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
We're going this way. We're going left.
I was almost feeling that I should have grabbed one of the original walkthrough guides from the original game, because pretty much maps 1-to-1, right?
It is. Oh yeah. So one of the we didn't talk about this when we talked about the design philosophy and
Yes.
stuff. One of the ways we initially built the levels
Yeah.
is we exported the geometry from the original game.
Exactly.
And our levels are built over top, and there's very subtle differences,
Right.
but almost exactly
But like the structural,
the same
like,
level
yeah,
layouts as
layout,
the
it's-
original.
Right, exactly. Because we didn't want to mess with that, and recreating it from scratch would have been leaving ourselves open for potential issues. It would have been great if the fairies got more and more.
Wait, this looks promising.
Hey, Bill.
Bill,
We might
You're not going to
need-
be able to help him.
I need help.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey.
Get through this level.
No cussing on stream. That's true.
behind stream.
Which one's the left wall now?
That side.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Is that how it works? But
Did
it's
you not know that?
Bobby. It's a backward Zelda.
You're right. I'm going to treat this like a maze. I'm back at the start. I'm going to treat this like a maze. I'm going to hug the left wall. Okay?
Which is left?
But you're watching the.
What?
Sorry, everyone. This level
You guys have the
is
copy?
really hard for me.
You have a copy of the Japanese guide? I've got one. Haven't seen it anywhere. Not even a scan.
We don't have a copy.
Not of the Japanese guide. Or maybe I don't.
Yeah, we just have the Prima. Bill
Res-
is saying off camera.
Resurrect Forsky, you should get that Japanese guide copy.
Where's
to,
Frank?
To Frank.
Somebody go tell Frank that we
Yeah.
need to get him. This is a thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the controller from you in a moment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, we did it.
Glenn.
Okay,
Glenn.
okay.
Glenn. Glenn.
All
do you
right,
want to
lead
interview?
designer Glenn McKnight is here.
That wasn't yours?
Off camera slightly.
We definitely
Got
need to
anything
have
to
the
say to our
chairs
viewers, Glenn?
back behind the.
This level's amazing.
Glenn says the level's amazing.
Yes.
No, I'm going the wrong way.
You do right hand rule and then left hand rule.
Okay. Glenn,
Yeah. Hey, Resurrect Forsky, we'll definitely talk with Frank and see if it's something that he's still looking for.
Alrighty, here we go.
Ian's got it.
I've got it now. We're all saved. You want to take the boss? Okay. So what are we looking for? We need one more piece of ember. You want to go left here?
I'm really hoping that Ian gets lost also.
okay, I can get it. I know
Whoa!
how to get there from here.
That was so fast.
I got it from here. No.
That was
That's what I was looking for.
that was full on like older brother needing to help.
Yeah, he handed it to him for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And he took it back.
I can't get past this part.
I know what I'm doing now. We're good. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Yeah, that was all me.
Yeah, no help.
The rest of you are welcome.
Thanks, big brother.
Mr. Oregon. Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, Hierophant, you're saying that the Japanese copy, the Japanese guide, was where Mr. Oregon came from, or the name for that. It sounds like that's correct.
I don't know what he's called in the source. I didn't look.
He's called just no Phantom.
Yeah.
Players on there.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta let Ian at least fight the boss.
No, let him fight the boss. He's got it.
Boss. He's cheating.
You should let me.
I just want to make sure we don't have to.
You should let me fight the boss,
Actually,
and then
yes,
it's gonna just like go sideways.
I just want to get us through the up phase because it takes a while.
Fair enough.
Well,
We do not want to screw it
I
up.
don't want to.
it usually takes less than wait.
Oh,
Let me throw in
gross.
shade.
I did not. That wasn't my greatest Ant Cave's performance.
That's okay. Nobody saw it.
Our,
If anyone recognizes what this scene is from.
well, I was just gonna
yeah.
spell it out.
Oh yeah.
So, suck it. So, no surprise. Peter Rippon,
Yes.
our very talented cutscene
Yeah,
author
cinematic
or
artist.
artist, cinematic artist. That's
Yeah.
the title of it.
Sure.
Put this together. He's a big fan of the Aliens franchise.
Yes.
So this IGC
This is an homage
is slightly different than the original game. It's maybe one of the most diverged
Right.
cutscenes,
But it's
but it is a shot-for-shot remake of the reveal of the alien queen
yes,
from Aliens.
super good. is the hammer the best weapon?
Absolutely.
I would say that your arm is probably key. I'm pretty sure the arm is the best weapon. Guys,
Well,
the arm is the best weapon.
The hammer's the best weapon until you get the magic sword, which is like 80% of the game. So.
Oh, really quick, let's just stop everything. Resurrect Fortescue here saying the animations here are absolutely brilliant. Love the alien.
All right, that's it. Stream
There we go.
over. On
Stream
that
done.
note, yeah.
Compliment the animation. Like, that's all that we need.
Oh, so it wasn't Justin. Clearly, Apple.
Look, all the animations, we all did what we needed to do. We all did a good
Where's
job.
your hammer?
Charge it up.
I gotta switch to a different weapon.
You should use your arm.
I'm not a crossbow.
You should have been shopping. Isn't that the point?
Sure. Why would an ant queen expose its like delicate?
That's how ants breathe.
Yes. Yeah. Nice.
That's really cool.
Right.
How is that not ridiculously expensive? I'm always, as the engineer and the only engineer represented here on the couch at this time, I'm always yelling at these guys for
Oh my gosh.
hurting
Hey,
our frame rate.
also, breaking news, Resurrect Fortescue admitting that the queen ant was your first video game crush.
That's a little creepy.
You know what? Be you. Live your life. Yes. That's the best. Earthworm Jim? Nice.
Princess, what's her name?
Yes. Wait, isn't that actually it? Oh, no,
Yeah.
that was it. What was that? Oh, here's this guy.
Princess, what's her name? Yeah.
Queen Slugfurbutt, that was the villain.
Uh-huh.
Or is that who you mean? Queen Slugfurbutt?
I got you passage to the Hall of Heroes.
Princess, what's her name?
That was one of them. I know he. Oh no. Yeah. I'm glad he got the chalice.
Yeah, super important. So Alex just got. Well, he's gonna finish his level, and the witch is
man.
gonna give him some.
So really quickly. So this is these cutscenes here are another example of everybody coming together. I got to do the animations for Fortescue. The witch was done by animations from Secret 6. I can't remember if Emily, if you touched. A lot of art was touched by a lot of hands at a lot of different times. Was that? Yeah, a lot of this stuff, a lot of hands touch it, and we just did what we could to make it as good as possible. So hopefully you guys enjoy it.
I mostly worked on a lot of the enemies, and I did a few cutscenes, but those are like near the end of the game.
Right. Emily was just saying she worked on a lot of the enemies.
Yes, yeah. Like, the attack.
Show him the secondary.
Oh man, yeah. Boom. You can do it a couple more times. Here, go. So go into Dan Cam, and then zoom yourself around to the front.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, you
do that?
can.
Oh wow.
And then, so you got a bite taken out of it. Boom. You can do it one more time. Oh no, I think it disappears. No, yeah, there we go.
That was his third bite.
Boom.
Bite one, there's a bite out of it.
Yeah.
Bite two, there's another bite out of it.
Attention to detail. Something like that. Fortescue, you flawless arrow magnet.
What are you doing
Pardon?
back here?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a different
We have like 3 different.
Mr. Woden the Mighty.
Justin and I actually worked together on a lot of the weapons and combat stuff.
Yes,
We had a
yes.
lot of fun putting these things together.
This guy's kind of a jerk to Dan.
Like you.
Well, Dan's a coward and a loser.
Yeah, but I had a lot of fun also reinterpreting a lot of Dan's mumble emotes because the original, he just stands there with his idol and doesn't do anything and it just sort of does the audio. So when we got to this, I was having a lot of fun trying to figure out exactly what action Dan should do and what the responses should be. And then that was also fun trying to sort of piece those together so he was reacting to what they were saying. So that was a lot of fun. Fission is saying, still wish we could feed a chicken and get a zombie chicken, but you digress. Yes.
I feel like
That
I
would've
heard
been
that
good.
before. Wasn't Jeff always saying that?
Something like that. Like, yeah.
I want
That'd
to
be good.
feed chicken to a chicken. I feel like our producer said that a lot.
Yes.
There was a code-defined list of what was allowed to become chicken, right? Like it was all
Like an allowable
Yeah.
chicken list.
Some enemies can be and some can't be. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a list, but it's a tag per enemy.
right.
Well, what? Emily, did you work? Did you do work on him going over the fence? Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
I love it. Justin's here. He's like, "Shut up! Look at this animation."
Yeah.
Like,
Boom. I was also very happy. I was also a dork because I was like getting his pinky up for carrying around the chicken leg. Yeah. Kick. Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't have to follow it.
Well, it gives. Yeah. Yeah, got. Right.
chicken bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, eating the chicken gives you a little bit of health. So you get a visual reward and a mechanical reward.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, this is the best part, guys. Everybody quiet.
I did it. I told you that.
Justin wanted us to linger on that animation.
I did. I was like, we gotta hold it a little bit longer. Oh, yeah. I
Is there not one in the level?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a club in this level?
There's gotta be. I told you not to use your club.
That's been
crazy,
a meme
right?
in the Res Fort server for a long time. Oh, yeah, Woden. Yes, I've seen that.
Oh, so you know this trick too. The speedrunner showed it to me. I thought it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, we use all the voices for the Hall of the Hero characters were the same, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we use all the same voices.
So I want to talk a little bit about the tech of the weapons here for a second.
Sure.
Because as you saw, Alex just used the charge attack for the throwing daggers. Hey, can you guys keep it down over there? We're streaming. Alex just used the charge attack for the daggers, which throws 3 daggers instead of 1, and it uses 2 different patterns, just like the original game did. If you have something targeted,
Right.
you throw all 3 daggers at what you're targeting. If you don't have something targeted, you kind of throw them in a spread.
Sure.
We changed the timing a little bit, but we tried to recreate that behavior. But unlike the original game, if you throw all 3 daggers at the same target, you will actually deal full damage. In the original game, the first dagger would hit the target, and it would have a little invulnerability frame so it wouldn't get hit by the other 2.
Oh, interesting.
So our 3 dagger attack is actually
More
better
powerful?
than
Nice.
the original game.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, the music here is pretty darn good. Shit. Hey, at Amazing EX2 says we're not already streaming on Mixer. We're not.
Whoa! Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah.
You didn't get the trophy.
And again, anybody watching, you guys can scroll back
For the triple chicken kill?
Frostman is doing a good job just reminding everybody in chat exactly what you get for getting yourself the deluxe digital version. In case there's any questions on that.
And
Hierophant. Yes. Yep.
can anybody hear Emily? Is she coming
Yeah,
through?
so Emily, the other animator, who's right over here, just saying how she was really enjoying working on the little imp guy inside the mecha imp.
But like when you guys, yeah, just see them fall off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
You did a good job of that.
It's definitely like reminiscent of Labyrinth kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to remind, now that we had the hacks.
Yeah.
You're going to make me point out that it looks like you can jump over that fence, but you can't.
Hierophant, thanks for the compliment for the merchant gargoyle animation.
That's all Justin
There we
That
go.
was Emily, right? Oh, merchant guard.
Where do you get the deluxe version? Online. Adam, you know this. The internet. Come on. PlayStation Store.
At your local Funko Land.
Comic is going physical next month. Is that
Sears?
true?
Yeah. What's that?
The comic?
Yeah.
The comic is going to
Comic is going to be physical. Yeah, there is a physical release of the comic.
Guys, the new comic? Yeah. Be available physically next month. There's also a Tataku definitely not coming in December. So don't watch out for that. We will definitely not watch out for that, Resurrect. Oh, and Hierophant was just commenting that he didn't know the point that Ian was making about the daggers and the extra damage. He wasn't aware of that. So
it was really exciting, actually, going through the original source code. It was almost like I liken it to like archaeology. Like we got to see. We get to see some of like the original authorial intent to some of the systems.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff in there that didn't make it into the game that we didn't revive.
And that was like that was a really helpful, like a key factor for Ian to be able to go in and just see what the original intent of the code was.
And I
Might
will
have been notes in there or something.
I
like
will
that.
give mad props to the original dev team because here at Other Ocean or Digital Eclipse, we do spend a lot of time working in other people's code, and it is by far the cleanest code I've ever had to read. It's really, really clean and precise and easy to understand and easy to work with.
Even I could read it, and I'm an animator. I didn't read it. Right.
Animators can't read?
I can read in keyframes.
Oh.
Adam, you're saying this is the spookiest stream that Other Ocean has ever done?
Would you
Something
say
like
that it's spoopy?
Spooky, exactly. Resurrect Fortescue is saying the team did a fantastic job of making every weapon useful. Thank you very much.
Good job.
That's
you
that's
again,
good
right?
to hear.
No, it's not Glenn. It's just you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, that's again it's difficult balancing all of that, but I'm glad that you guys were good. The triple dagger throw anim is awesome. Why, yes, it is. Thank you. Oh, that's a Digital Eclipse dev. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Resurrect, you're saying you think the triple dagger actually originated from Resurrection? It may have, but I didn't play that game, so I was just like.
In the original, in the original MediEvil, you threw 3 daggers with the charge.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
well
I
then
point
maybe.
out a cog is a Dan's best friend.
Yeah, I got it.
Who wrote that?
Oh, I don't know. He's
Glenn, nice one. Oh no.
Super good. You didn't see 3 daggers.
No, you wouldn't see 3 daggers.
That's what it is.
He
But
would
you
throw
did
3
throw
daggers, but he didn't. Yeah,
You were
it was actually one of the early weapons that we worked on.
Yeah, oh, gosh.
And I was like, hey Justin, wouldn't it be cool if he like splayed out the daggers? And then Justin just rolled with it because he's a great animator and.
That looked pretty good.
I'd like to point out that this harvester bridge right here, in the original game it was just destroyed, but Glenn actually made it so the harvester
is the
upside
bridge.
down. It's pretty funny. A little detail thing.
Oh,
Kinda good.
Thanks for pointing that out, Alex. Alex is pointing it out in a sarcastic manner because that was actually my idea. And but okay, let me clarify. It was my idea, and then we didn't do it, and then I was really angry that they did it at the last possible minute.
Which part? Which part? Which part?
Using the harvester as the bridge over the.
Yeah. What is this here? Dinosaur Bite is saying, just for the record, pretty much every Resfort member is in agreement that if we're lucky enough to get a MediEvil 2 remake, we're the only studio that you guys can imagine doing it justice.
Aww,
thank you very much.
Thank you. We are the only studio we can imagine doing it also.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Power R says they're not to this level yet, but it looks awesome. Love the color palette and the lighting. This came out pretty good. And all those mechanical death traps,
Yeah, the art director's not here today.
Nick
It's kind
in
of
Secret
unfortunate.
Six. Right, I'm sorry. Yes,
but
they
he did a
were-
lot of like the decisions related to the colors and lighting of all
Yes,
the levels.
yes.
Fantastic job.
Right, and they worked back and forth to get all those contraptions, those death trap contraptions, to physically work.
And we
Makes
did
sense.
give props to Secret Six earlier, but we'll give props again.
Always,
They did a
right.
fantastic job making
Yeah.
the environments,
They did all
a
these
lot
models,
of the
all
props,
the
a lot of the
environments,
meshes,
yeah.
models. Top notch work.
Take it or leave it.
Whoops, that's the white power. I shouldn't do that anymore, right?
This
Right.
for the sake of Gallowmere's
Yeah.
doomed population, and not for you
Yeah, did someone
gangly
want to
buffoon.
pumpkin? Gorge?
Did someone want to grab Pumpkin?
Other than you.
Pumpkin
Oh,
You don't want to play Pumpkin, George?
I'm not, English isn't my first.
Right.
It is actually. It is.
I like to like,
I'm terrible.
spooky.
Well,
Spookier than a werewolf bar mitzvah.
Sleeping Village, and I'll pass it. Sleeping Village is a bit of a tough one.
Yeah.
I can do it too.
Hierophant is just saying that
Emily,
same. They love. Yeah.
switch it up with
Here we go. All right, newcomer.
Newcomer?
Here comes a new challenger.
All right, Emily's coming on stream. She's going to handle Sleeping Village and then
This
everything
is Emily,
else.
one of our other animators in house.
She's going to quickly finish the game because Alex couldn't.
Really quick.
Sorry about end frames.
Oh man.
Resurrect Forsky says whether we like it or not, we're now the medieval team.
Well, thanks.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
I would make I'm the captain now, me and we're the medieval team now.
With me, yeah.
Yeah.
That's insensitive, Bill.
Oh, we're stuck with you. Okay. There we go.
Ian, did you share our code name for our game?
Oh,
Oh man.
no, I didn't. Glenn pointed out that as we were working on this game before it was announced that we were working on it, our internal code name for the project is Project Overbite.
Overbite. Yeah.
Also my suggestion.
Yeah. Just random.
Are you trying to get me to
Random.
have the spotlight? Glenn keeps pointing out things that I'm doing.
Villagers.
Excellent.
The master possesses them.
Nice.
No.
Don't kill the kid.
No, I don't want to kill the rats.
Oh, don't.
I bumped into her. You
Don't.
did it. So you don't hurt. Okay.
Oh man.
I'd like to point out this level was
This is
This
Alex's
is
level.
Alex's baby level. But that didn't
That's
come
not
out.
what you-
That didn't. I think I mashed his words up a bit.
This is that's gross. You guys are gross.
That's kind of funny. Resurrect Forest Q is saying that he thinks this is the level where IGN killed some of the kids and then complained that they didn't get rewarded for it. I mean, what do you expect?
Go away.
Well, if you listen to the gargoyle at the very beginning of the level, he clearly spells out that you're
Oh,
not
Fission.
supposed to.
Fission says that it's Dave from Sony, and then that hopefully that puts his random comments into a bit more context. So it does.
Did I just kill
Good
him?
to know.
Oh my gosh.
Did you?
I think I accidentally killed him.
Is there? Was there a way to like check on that or no? Probably not.
You can kill like one.
You can get like one or two, right?
Where'd he go? Oh, there's that way. Oh
I like to come back and say, oh yeah, there's still a crazy zombie in here.
no! I do get a little bit lost. What?
She can explore.
What did I miss?
Read the text, Emily.
I don't know.
What, this guy? Should I buy things from him?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. He's so hungry.
There you go.
He is so hungry.
Look at him. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was a bag version.
No, that happens every time. Yeah, if you buy
I thought it was
anything,
just coins.
when you're in the
I
shop,
don't like this part.
when you're in the shop and you're buying something, it'll throw coins into his mouth, and then when you like exit, then it plays like the you have purchased something animation where a bag drops down and he eats that.
Oh, I don't know. If you're
Delicious.
good at this game, you don't need to buy anything.
I buy everything all the time. Oh jeez.
There's so many girls like running
You.
terrified.
There's no way to unequip a weapon, correct? I was just
You
saying.
can equip the arm.
No?
You can have your weapon stolen. Like,
I was trying to think. Yes.
Trapdoor. That was the first thing I ever made for the game.
this trap door. What
That-
trap door?
Top right.
You know, this was your finest work.
You never got any better.
Just kidding. Hey, John.
Hey, John's here. John is
How's
also
it
a
going?
designer on the project. He's now sitting off to our left.
Off camera a bit.
You wanna peek
Yeah.
on camera or no?
I should peek in and just like see John.
Okay, yeah.
We just like make up people. Sven just walked in. He's here to. Yeah.
Not only kill the rest. Oh, they want to kill the rest. Three are my friends, and they're like, nope.
Resurrect says that they empathize with the Merchant Gargoyle. Dinosaur Bite says Merchant Gargoyle is you at 10 o'clock at night when you realize you forgot to eat all day and find pizza. Yes, that is true.
Wow,
life.
you said that like an auctioneer.
Resurrect Force you also said that Justin is a man of class and culture. You were wrong, sir, about that. Dead wrong, but thanks anyways. No, FC Killer Mike Micah is not in the background.
Nope.
That I hear.
I think he's in the office today. Maybe we can convince him
Yeah.
to peek in.
Yeah.
Hey, Steven, go tell Mike to come say hi on stream.
Hey, Alex. If you did you know if you equip the arm, then you're technically unarmed. That was a good one from Hierophant.
Thanks, Hierophant.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go to the Emily, see what inventory really fast?
Oh.
Whoa.
If you go to the
Yes.
arm,
Yeah.
handy when disarmed.
Handy when disarmed. Oh, zing.
Please continue.
Zing. Nice. Hey, RoboTube. Hey, Jason. Yep, thank you very much, Bill. Hey, Bill, don't forget yourself. Yo, Justin, Ian, Emily on screen, John, Glenn, Alex, Bobby, and Bill are off screen.
Uh-oh, something's happening.
Yeah. Super good.
Hurry, comrades, tear this place apart.
I'm not gonna
If we don't find the shadow.
So Emily, I didn't get to do much of the enemy stuff. Did you do anything with those guys, or?
I did like their attack animation. I did clean up a lot of it too afterwards.
Sure.
And
I'm not creeping. I have a microphone.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey. And, yeah, a lot of side characters. A lot of the animals in this game I did work on, like the cats, the rats. And
Sure. Nice. Exactly.
Bears and rabbits.
Yeah.
80%? Okay.
Alex, you're such a backseat gamer.
I know, gosh.
No, not that way. Go the other way. I don't like that route around the fountain.
It was like in the beginning, right?
Yeah, I can't tell you anymore because they don't like the line by anything the fastest level.
And now you're giving into peer pressure. It's gonna be a harass Alex stream. There's nothing else we're doing.
Sweet.
I mean, that's like every day.
That's my life. Show off the description for that guy.
Face melting metal.
Thank you.
Good one.
If only there was an animation to go along with that.
Like a horrifying face to make that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dinosaur Bites is asking if Emily worked on Mochi.
Mochi.
Mochi?
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
See, like when you have a C followed by an H, that's pronounced
You know what?
sh.
I did.
Maybe.
And that actually was my idea.
The
It's actually not a
nondescript
diphthong.
cats. Not all of them are
a
Mochi,
diphthong
right?
is two letters that have the
There's some.
same, that have their sounds.
But I
sequence,
mean,
like
but they're
I
not-
is a diphthong.
there's
for
multiple cat.
and
Yeah,
E.
yeah,
Right.
but
I.
the big fluffy one, I really
I don't know, but it's something like that.
think it's so like Mochi.
Well done, Bill.
Now we're discussing linguistics because I'm a pedant.
Mochi fluff butt.
Mochi, her oh, thank you.
Yay! Nice.
Yeah, my cat's
Emily's cat is more.
so weird.
Emily's cat is more famous than all of us put together.
Yes.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
FC Killer, I have absolutely no idea. Any chance of this eventually being released on other platforms, or if is it a Sony exclusive?
That's a
I
great. That's a great
believe
question.
right now
we can't
it's-
talk about that. If you're
don't
interested in
know.
releasing on other platforms, you should talk to Sony.
Yeah, don't look at us. We have nothing to do with it. We have no connection to the game whatsoever. Wait. Hold on.
And in fact, who are you? You guys, I don't know. Like, I don't know why I'm here.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No comment.
Nice. Totally get that gold. You never know when you're going to spend it.
Yeah, Alex.
That is a big safe. Wow. That's a really big safe for like a really small space. Really inefficient.
It's really protected.
I guess.
You're not drilling through that safe.
Okay, fair enough.
Or blasting through it. Like,
well, the door wasn't as thick. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
What are you, a safe designer?
Yes.
You can blame Alex. This is how it works. Yeah, his baby apparently.
Right, exactly.
Hierophant is asking, does the mayor not have a bed? He sleeps in the safe.
Hey, Norm. Norm's representing the Secret
Norma,
Six t-shirt.
Yeah. Norm is just off camera now. Norm is our art director.
Norm's one of the art directors. He worked heavily with Secret Six to wrangle all of the beautiful art.
If it's something you can see in the game, I'm sorry.
In the game.
If it's something you see in the game, Norm is responsible.
Yes. Boom. Beautiful.
We're not allowed to talk about that on stream.
Did you already get the rune from the fountain?
Right, yeah.
Is that like the first thing? You forgetting about your baby?
I think it was around here. Oh, there it is.
Pardon?
We don't actually have a number.
Hey, Bill.
Bill would know that. How many people are watching our stream? How many people watching?
This? Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb.
20 people.
20 people.
That's not bad.
Boom. It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, he yelled at me. I
Nice.
don't remember the wall being there, though. I actually don't remember the wall being there.
It wasn't there.
Hey,
That's why I didn't remember.
hey, 20 people in our stream. If you like what you see today, we're going to be streaming next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Extra Life.
Yep.
Consider donating to our fundraiser drive.
Yes.
Tell me where to go. Okay.
Even a small donation would be great. It helps sick kids.
You know, at least I wasn't lost in the end case for like 20 minutes.
Right.
That's fine. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Alright.
Sweet. Hall of Heroes.
Yeah, like 19 and 59 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, artists.
There we go. Just so as you can see the coins fall and then go back. Super good. Don't go. Oh, what? Oh, what a mess.
Honestly,
What a mess.
I always feel sorry for whoever has
Pick those up.
I was also very mad when I found out that they did this without my approval.
Everyone loves it.
It's like, he's just like,
Physics.
It's cool.
pretty
Well,
great.
you know, it just takes some discussion.
Yeah.
We'll figure out how to do it. Don't just
Oh,
go
man.
ahead and do it.
Don't be shy. I've seen you giving me the eye. You may be
Yeps.
weak and feeble like old man, but I like you, Daniel.
Another thing I tried to do with a lot of these cutscenes were to focus on like the weapons when they were talking to them, to sort of present the weapons as the thing that they
But if you
were
want to pack some
giving you.
camera shot.
you should take
I think the original was just
It was head and then hand.
yeah, and I tried to do a lot more different angles and
dynamic.
sort of yeah, I really got into. I really enjoyed doing the sequence stuff.
What?
Please,
Spirit today, gone tomorrow.
yeah,
Alex Command, full reading.
fantastic. Hierophant Big Green says, the jerk in me thanks you for allowing me to knock over the chalices.
Adam,
I mean,
I don't hate
it's
physics. In
nice.
fact, I really love physics.
It's good.
But I am the arbiter of the frame rate in
Yes,
this game,
yes.
so we have to
Everything-
compromise between what can have physics
Everything comes
and
at
how
a
well the
cost.
game is running.
There's nothing else in that.
Yeah.
It worked out. It's all right. It's all right.
Silent Rose next? Yes. I actually really like this one. I know the map is really cool.
Thank you. Hey, FC
Oh, there we
Killer's
go.
just,
Yeah.
guys. FC Killer is just saying it's really great. All the charity work we do as a studio. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We try to give back when we can.
Yeah. And the reality is we love streaming, so we'd be doing
Yeah.
it anyway. But if we can help people along the way, let's do it.
Yeah, hey, Dinosaur Bites is saying that he's glad that we restrained the hero animations to just moving their heads.
It's super
Makes
cool.
them much
I like
more
it.
mysterious.
It is a good job.
I think that was something the originals did that. We sort of were trying to figure out how we wanted to represent them, but it seemed like it was a much subdued. Actions were much more fitting. Different loadout. Dun, dun, dun.
I see you there.
Everybody suck in your gut. Just me? Oh, okay.
Resurrect, we will let you know. Boom.
So these enemies are interesting because in the European version of the game, do I have that distinction right? They were wearing these like groundskeeper monk robes, and in the U.S. version, for some reason, they look like they were dressed like hot dog cart operators. Is that what it was? So the original concern was over religion, but the brown robes were way cooler, so that's the direction we picked for them. Sure. Everybody shut up, shut up. Check out Justin's cool animation. Stop motion.
I don't know.
They come without being
We don't. This isn't a debug menu build, is it? Okay, good.
Yeah, but this is also something that when I was floating this idea of doing sort of a stop motion-esque kind of aspect to this, I did a test animation and sent it out to the team.
Oops, I picked the arm.
Seemed to
Hold
work
on.
well enough.
Actually, I accidentally picked the arm. Bestiary for
Jack of the Green.
No? Okay.
No, just go to Jack of the Green.
Do it faster.
That's my limerick.
Nice.
Everybody just mumble it. It's going to come through great.
There once was a statue named Jack. For riddles, he did have a knack. Dan entered the garden, which Jack was a garden, a smart hero who would have turned back. Well, I don't
there's
get
no
it.
who. You screwed up the cadence.
Would have turned
Oh, well,
And
it was
Alex,
pretty good.
rhyming garden with garden.
A garden.
Mwah. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Right.
It's not garden with garden. It's garden with a garden.
With the garden. Have fun. You can kill all the villagers that you want in Sleeping Village. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. You can do that.
Oh no!
You're fine.
It's really dead.
I'm gonna sword this out.
Is that something I could like comment on or no?
Well, we can say
Yeah.
we'll talk to Sony about showing the stop motion animations. We don't know if we can do that.
Yeah, Dinosaur Bites. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but we did some early animation tests early on for Dan. Do you want me to?
You can? You can hear everybody on the couch? Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, it's super complex.
So it's just like many sequences of puzzles, and then you do a lot of stuff to track all those puzzles to make sure you're making progress in them and all that stuff. So I did a lot of that, and I did it all, like a lot of it, learning how to do it. So it was really fun. This is my favorite level I worked on for sure. Also, I think it's the first level in the game that has a. It feels like a fairy tale book level almost.
Yeah.
Like that idea of like. There's a riddle master, and you're going through his maze, and like it has a lot of the tropes I like from 90s fantasy.
This guy, sorry, real quick, he had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I do want to, based on what John was just saying, then I want to point out that our designers are very technical here, and we're very lucky that they are. They all did a fantastic job putting together complex stuff like this. So props to them, and thanks to Unreal for making it kind of easy to do, too.
Yeah.
And kind of hard.
And kind of hard, yeah.
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
Any chance we'll release a behind-the-scenes featurette about the process of updating the game? So there is some video included in. Is it in the Digital Deluxe Edition?
There's some
with a couple of
interviews.
us sitting on a couch being interviewed and talking about
Yeah.
the process
Yeah.
a little bit. Not a whole lot more than what we said here on camera, but
Right.
more one-on-ones. Yeah, better, easier
Official,
to consume.
But yes. Yeah. Yep.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh boy.
Everybody's favorite puzzle from the original game.
This is a puzzle that I actually wanted to.
Oh, I see now.
No, you didn't.
All right.
Do it again.
First try.
Oh, it was a clown.
Return here, Sir Knight, but I wish to see the despair on your face
This is
when you
so
hear my
every single
next
one of the puzzles are a little bit different from the original, only that I tried to figure out parts of them that were just kind of frustrating and trying to do that. So on the clown puzzle, if the face is already on the correct side in our version, if you hit it, it won't rotate it again. So you don't accidentally hit it when you're running around the circle.
You can't accidentally mess yourself up.
Good idea.
like to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of sort of like you're swinging your sword around, you accidentally hit one, and then it messes up the whole thing.
Whoa.
Yeah. It messes up the whole thing.
PG-13 stream, please.
I'm trying to be.
Yes.
It's very difficult for me.
Yeah, same. I'm holding myself
Hey,
back.
it's Mochi.
Hey, it's
Kelsey's
Mochi.
here. Kelsey's lingering just off stream.
Wait, two of them.
We cloned it. It's on there. What are you looking for?
The chaos room, isn't it? Like,
Go back.
Maybe for future streams, if we do a format like, I mean, if you guys want to come to the couch,
Yeah.
there's no reason for us to stay here. But for future streams, if we want to do a setup like this, maybe we'll put up the standalone mic over there. Pick you guys up.
There's a.
We're working out our kinks for our streaming format.
Yeah.
for this year. Now, right couch guy's role is to keep tabs on the chat.
Do a better job. I'm gonna stand back here then. Oh. I'll just crawl back.
All right. I hope everyone can hear me. I just do it like this, right? This is good. Okay.
Stand next to you so you're not.
I know, my house is really bad right now.
I don't know if standing next to him is not going to make him a weird guy.
Yeah. So you have the chaos room.
I actually have to be really careful.
I don't
There
need to
is some
bogart the
health
screen time either if anybody else wants to jump in. I do enjoy streaming and being on the couch, so happy to do it.
No, come on.
They're actually highly resistant to the physical damage as well.
Yeah, I don't know if people are aware that all enemies have class systems, so the damage dealt by weapons is not the same to every single enemy. Enemies can be various techniques.
Wait, actually.
So this is something that is also a little bit.
I'm gonna do what my roommate does. After all
There is a health fountain in here.
There is
John
a
knows
health
where it
fountain.
is.
There's a health fountain up here, yeah.
I'm actually gonna do what my roommate does, which is just
So this is one of the areas that is slightly changed from the original, the configuration of the cats, and also the mouse itself is just a little stickier to you now. That was one of the things where when we watched people play it in the original, this part of the game was always lagging really far behind. So tried to make the mouse a little stickier and make this a little bit less representative of some of the frustrations of the famous escort quest.
Doesn't charge it up. Yeah.
Check out that animation.
Both cats have different animation sets.
Is that true?
It is true.
So Mochi has their own animation set, and then
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, they're both.
And Mochi walks like
Yeah.
look at it go. It's fine. It's fine. I can literally see their paths in my mind. Because I was the one who set them up.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
There's a dog in the vicinity.
There's a cat around.
Another, the smallest of deviations from the original is the way that man is holding
Oh,
the
no.
spear.
He's really fast.
he's scared. That's
Yeah.
He's just trying to follow you, otherwise.
Get back.
It's got to go fast.
Yeah.
Justin, talk about your spear.
Oh, I was just saying the holding the grip.
I've been reading them. There's no more comments at the moment.
The grip of the spear is different from the original because in the original he was holding the spear with the point going back, so when he raises it up, he's throwing it. But I just thought it looked better this way.
So he actually flips his wrist and spin lift.
Yeah, so I had to do some little gymnastics of his hands to sort of catch it.
You're good, Emily.
Well, in
You
the
got
original
this.
game, Dan held all of the weapons the same way,
That's correct.
which is why it looked a little goofy with the spear, because he held it like it was a sword.
Same like with the bow. He's holding
Did
the
you
bow
spot
in his
my
right hand
bluff?
and he's shooting with his
I
left.
pretended that riddle was hard,
Which you
but
do.
in
No,
truth,
you should go back to Jack and
This
talk to
time,
Jack
however,
first, I
almost
think.
pity you. The answer to my next vexing enigma
I
is
missed.
the finest minds of our whole generation.
Yeah. I missed.
All right, now we'll get a good look at
I
Justin's
tolerate the moon
animations.
and stars, I can't abide the sun. Banish me with torchlight and you'll see me turn and run.
Everybody stand. I feel.
Back
Oh, you guys are all back.
Oh, look at that! It's actually framed really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see
I
everybody.
think next time we got to put some bar stools back here.
Well, we can do that right now, right?
No, it's, our green screen is naturally curved back here, so we get no shadows. But
Well, we can slide the chair up a little bit, maybe?
We'll figure it out.
yeah,
We're talking about
talking
putting
about-
the.
at some point putting stools back here. Oh, that's right.
We'll figure it out.
We're gonna evolve this experience.
We're not.
Yeah, you're seeing the last screen with this couch.
This
So
couch has
saying
been
goodbye.
here since I started working here, and I'm sure for long before that.
Jeff Goldblum's staying though.
Yeah.
Wait, he actually didn't hit the ball.
Did you get him? You killed him. Yeah.
Let me.
Don't hit the bell yourself.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Just walk past the ball. There you go. You don't have to hit everything. No.
Yeah, we're gonna put seats behind the couch. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But it's just not gonna happen today, it looks like.
That's an accurate spear. Oh, it's just
95%.
That's all you get.
I believe in you, Emily.
There we go.
So I guess you would have to buy spears if you threw them all into the wall like Emily's doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was
See if this is the version with the expensive shadows in there.
Dinosaur Bite says, props to whoever animated Zarek, by the way. The way he emotes now breathes so much life into his classic voice lines. I think so too. Yeah, that would be a Secret 6 animation.
There's a lot of animators over at Secret 6 that did a lot of wonderful work.
I think Zarek is very, I love his like arm movements in our game. They're very grandiose. It looks very nice.
I think some of their initial animation tests were a little bit overblown even. I think we dialed it back a little bit, but it wound up very a good...
Right in that nice balance.
Yeah.
Very well.
Jack of the Green's not actually very clever.
No, he's a dum-dum.
He's very proud of himself.
I think that's maybe a good lesson in life. Whenever you encounter someone like Jack of the Green, it's probably a good indication that they're a little less smart than they claim.
There's one. Emily, there's one. Do you see it? There it is.
I see him.
Okay. Do you see it?
Is it Jack of the Green or the Jack of the
He
Green?
ran away.
I think it's Jack of the Green.
There it is.
Now go get
Alex,
your
you're
chalice.
so helpful.
The chalice is on the way to the... So go talk to Jack, and then the chalice is by the elephant.
It's hiding. Let's not tell her where it is and see if she can find
I
it.
remember what it was.
That's not what we do here, Glenn.
We try to make everyone look really good at the game.
Yeah, one of the surprising things I think people don't realize is how little we really get to play the whole game as a team. People play their individual levels they're working on, but everyone's just so busy working through the entire cycle that often people will have not played a level for months, and then they'll go and play it and be like, whoa, what happened? Like, this was here, or this was how it was.
So, every one of us have had this conversation. So, what do you do for a living? Oh, I make games. Oh, wow, you get to sit around and play games all day? That must be great.
No.
That is very not true. None of us play games almost at all.
Yeah.
Tell a funny anecdote.
Please, go for it.
So I had some cousins visiting from out of town, and they didn't really understand games too much. And one of them asked me, she's like, "So after you make the game, do you get to play it?"
Wow.
Hey, we are. Look at us.
Look at us do it.
Here we go. She was right.
I would get the bishop in place first, Emily.
So I did have a lot of fun.
I would focus on getting the bishop in its square, just because it can...
Diagonals.
The diagonals are the tough ones.
I had a lot of fun helping John put together the chess puzzle.
Oh my god, this thing is the gift that keeps on giving, right? I think in terms of the amount of work it took to get it, at least for me.
Yeah, this is one of those things, on first blush, it looks really simple. It's like, you hit it and it just moves in the direction you hit. But there's a lot of logic.
Well, that's not
that goes
true. It moves in the direction away from where you are.
Ah.
It's okay. Inside these
Man,
silence.
programmers.
That's true. Did anyone else want to give it a try?
Hereford Big Green says, I know there's probably a strategy to this puzzle, I just kind of wing it every time. You know, that is broadly the strategy for a lot of the puzzles, I think. People who play the game. Yeah, just
I
get
don't
in there
know.
and winging
That's
it.
not particularly a strategic puzzle.
The chess
right?
puzzle?
Yeah.
It's a color matching puzzle.
It's like, oh,
I
you
think
know,
it's
do you
tough
know
if
how
you're
chess pieces
colorblind.
work? Okay, got it. Let's just do that thing
Well, I
now.
think that's the part. You have to, like, that little bit of, like, getting that they're chess pieces.
Yeah.
Also say, I think, on the PlayStation Color rendition of, like, where they were supposed to go was a little difficult to recognize.
Yes.
So I think we upped the saturation on all the colors, so it was a lot easier to tell what tiles they were.
I think going back, maybe it's one of those things where it's like it also uses just all the colors that are like not good if you're colorblind. Like they all, you know. So it's silly, like red and green and like.
We're very fortunate to have a team member who is colorblind, who has helped identify things that were like super clear to everyone else, and he was like, I don't recognize that.
Yeah.
He's not here. Where's Bert? Oh,
He was here earlier.
I mean, he's not here on stream. People have been very excited about our colorblind settings. I've heard good things.
Nice.
It's mostly just Unreal's default implementation of it, but we can take credit for it, right?
Yep. Well, it's another use. that
We
is
we
very
did it,
special.
and most people don't.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, someone, because like, what? Something will happen. They don't think, oh, is this?
Can I speak to this level?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this level was another one of my babies.
Hang on, Emily. Don't press any button
Alright.
as the level starts here.
Alright.
I have to point something out. Go on,
Oh,
Alex.
you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's all I had to say. I thought I had something insightful to
Alright,
say.
stop.
but I didn't. Yeah.
This is our highest frame rate moment, right here. Enjoy it. The frame rate does not get higher than this
In the entire
in the
game?
entire
We
game.
should put the chalices here. We should just put all the chalices there.
Are you implying our frame rate's not 1 frame?
Of course not.
Right now, the crossbow and the hammer.
Oh yeah, actually, one thing I will say, I studied the original level meticulously for like, honestly, a week.
It's okay. You didn't need to stay. I was done.
The spawning of the enemies and items in this level is almost like 1 for 1. I think there's a few exceptions, but yeah, I think we got it literally the exact way for the original. Very happy about that.
You see here the Ian strategy
Of using the best weapon all the time, yeah.
They group up.
And one thing about these zombies too.
And another thing.
No, the zombies. No. Hey, I only say that sometimes. So the zombies were actually really difficult to like try to figure out exactly how they should move and animate because of the original version. When they get close, they actually do this little lunge towards you. And you're trying to like figure out like what's that going to look like in a modern day setting. And I'm really happy what we landed on. Like honestly, when we got it, like we were like almost crying. We were so happy. It's very interesting when you have something that like, oh my god.
Don't die, Emily.
I like to see Emily out there who's doing this stuff with the arm. I think this is really
helmet arm.
Well, that's what we're gonna do that next.
Norm, you should come back here. In the back gallery.
The back.
I remember when I first started working on this project, and I was playing through the original game. My first assignment was play the original game, and I was playing through the original game, and this is the first level I died on. Yeah, I know. And it was the first level I died on, and truly, I was like, "Wow, what happened?"
This is not a winning. Not a winning strategy.
You gotta have a good enemy gauntlet level.
There's that and I believe that is that's Zarok in his human form. I think. Oh no, don't quote me on that.
I thought it was the head of the
Or is Zarok's no, that's the lore. I don't think we actually know. Yeah, no, I think it was mentioned that since he is holding the book.
Are you just making stuff up?
I'm not waiting for it to show up. You are in your canon. In your canon. Wait, isn't Zark season 4? No, this was before he was. Well, let's see it. I'm not sure what time that.
Emily.
So, apparently, they're trying to draw out the.
No, it's fine. I'll read the comment to you in a second.
That's when we dove in. Because if you go down towards the hint, you'll see the.
No. Let her kill the enemies first. Then we'll show off the art, Norm.
I want to see if he looks like how I imagined the crazy clown guy.
The crazy clown guy.
That's one of my favorite headbangers.
Headbangers, yeah. This is kind of how I felt like near the end of the game. Like, it's just, oh wait, he didn't have the crazy face. I thought he was screaming.
If
Never
there was
mind.
an animation for that.
Johnny Ridley.
Oh, it looks like your crossbow strategy was working aside from you taking a lot of damage.
It's a good point. It's a good point. It's good notes.
Yeah.
Hey, Emily, go down into Scan Cam so we can see down there.
Oh, okay. You know, I thought I was using the
You can see it a little bit. It's just hard. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. So the whole thing, he's holding a bug, which could be Sauron's book. Trying to figure out what it was. Well, you know, I don't know what the official Sony story is on it. Just in developing it, knows what the.
I'm incredulous.
Anyways, I'll be back.
Norm, how many iterations of this?
Oh, this about 5.
See you, Glenn. Everybody say goodbye to Glenn. Bye, Glenn. I meant in the chat, but that's fine. You can all say goodbye to Glenn too.
Yeah, the red blood of the headbangers is, I guess they are humanoid. It makes sense.
Well, it is T for teen with animated blood and gore.
Animated blood and gore.
I think that's the descriptor we got, right?
Alex.
It's his other baby.
One of his.
So Alex, you as a designer.
Alex has babies he doesn't know about.
You had to do on this level.
Figure out how those enemies should spawn. Like the scripting that I did on this level, probably some of the most intense I've done in the game. Yeah, it was really crazy.
Is this, wait, do we access the card on that? Or the mail?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm figuring out
I created this really
He's the
cool,
man.
like spawning system. Had all these things it had to do. It was pretty intense, but we got it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Do we have the half a dude on a rack in here? That's one of the gorier things from the original game.
Over the shadow artifact.
So this is another situation where Essex did some excellent animation for the mayor. And I did stuff for Serdan and then sort of pieced it all together.
Judge me, you lanky windbag.
I'm the mayor.
That's all. But then you had me locked up in here with all these nutters. Oh, it's been terrible. I haven't managed to get a word of sense out of anyone.
This is Galamir. It's Galamir.
It's like zombies are walking around, the skeletons.
Well, I'll see myself
and also Mary's like, yeah, I'm just
You have a
gonna
good look around,
dust
lad.
myself off.
Zarek's left some stuff lying about that I think you might find useful.
I was very happy with the eye roll that he did.
So the irony, I think, is Jeff really. I'll make the Jeff comment because he's not here. Jeff really likes that cut scene. I think it was that one.
Did you get the dragon gem?
Yes.
Because in the Japanese version, Dan's not subtitled. He just makes grunting noises, and that exchange is really funny with just the grunting noises.
Yes.
I like the mayor.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Sticking to the man.
He reminds me of some other mayors, but we don't have to get into it.
Clearly inspired by something.
Clearly inspired by some other mayors. Or mayor that exists.
Will make it harder to find those magic.
That was also Alex. Yeah.
Alright, so-
Alex and Jeff, really.
So Alex,
And Glenn did a lot too.
And Glenn,
So
yeah.
Alex, when you're making the Hall of Heroes, what was some of your thoughts going into this level when you were making it? And
This level took more research than Inside the Sound. This was the hardest level that I think we did in the game.
We lost our chat.
We lost the chat, Bill.
Yeah, this level, like, because we had to research the order in which the heroes, like, gave you everything. It turned out there's a little bit of non-linearity in it, too. Like, some of the heroes actually, you can activate in different orders, like, so yeah, there was a lot that went into this level. This was a very, for me, who was a little new at scripting at the time, this was a very challenging hurdle.
Yeah?
We got through it, and it's great.
People say to me,
We made it better. We fixed it because in the original game, you could only ever collect one object from a level from the Hall of Heroes at a time, which could result in you getting into a scenario where you would not be able to collect some of the items in the game, which is really, really bad. So, props to Alex for fixing that.
Yep. Also, props to Ian for. Ian was the resident come over to the designers' decks and help them with something they can't figure out.
I do like helping people, helping designers especially.
Ian's the helper for the less technical
Not artists.
people.
What?
Just kidding.
The number of times I went over to Ian's desk and asked for.
And I'm like, what is it this time, Justin?
I'm always happy to talk to
If
Justin.
I wanted to do this animation thing,
We talk crap to each other, but we really love each other, and we're all very helpful.
I mean, isn't this like an Easter egg itself for ours?
Yeah, we mentioned it. We can mention it again if you like.
I mean,
Jeff?
Well, sometimes you might because people are talking about the stream
Sure.
and they never quite see any.
That's Jeff.
Yeah, so one of the sculptures is based off of our executive producer Jeff, who's not here unfortunately, but
They say that. I don't really see the resemblance, but
I think it was. I think
a lot of people have beards.
Doing that, but we were sort of more.
So,
Were you relieved by the overwhelmingly positive fan reaction you've had since launch? I realize we can be passionate. I imagine it may have been a little daunting. Overwhelmed? No, but like super appreciative.
Yeah.
Like
Not overwhelmed. Yeah.
We wanted to make you guys happy, and to the extent that we succeeded at that makes us happy.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
so
even
we're glad
in
that
the
you like
project
it.
when we even talked about the project with some goals for us and what makes us feel good. And one of the big ones is Resurrect Fortescue and the medieval community that kind of cropped up around the game was like, these are our people. These are the people we want. These are people who want this thing more than anyone. So making them happy is such a big thing for us.
What may be a poorly kept secret is that even before you guys knew about what we were doing, we were paying attention to what you were saying.
Yeah. We definitely kept an eye on the medieval fan community for quite some time.
Yeah, we're always watching.
But not in a creepy way, like Alex made it sound.
Yes, you're right.
A different creepy way.
A different creepy way. Yeah, of course.
So who focused on this level?
This is my level.
All right,
Yeah.
So John, what was the hardest thing for you when you're working on this level?
There's actually a lot of things in this level that I don't think hate is the right word. I feel passionately about. So this tunnel in particular. So the cameras in the original game were one of the biggest struggles. I was with one of the designers who worked a lot on the cameras. Glenn did some of the initial implementation. Our engineer Bert worked with me on it. And a big part of the cameras in this level are the tunnel cameras. It is the case that the tunnel cameras in the game really required their own sort of specific implementation to get them to work well. And we went through a lot of different iterations of what this tunnel camera area could be. This little thing you're seeing here was a creative decision that's separate from the original game. That sort of like hub camera, you're going through the tunnel, the camera's following you, and then you walk into the room and you get that overview camera. That's not present in the original game. That's just my way of making the tunnels feel like they're more hubbed and connected rather than always having that sort of over the shoulder from the original. But this is one of the bigger challenges, is just getting these to feel decently and making them feel good. And the other big challenge was moving platforms, weirdly, which is one of those like game design 101 things, like how to make a moving platform, but making them feel good is like an entirely separate challenge, and tweaking those and making them feel fun to platform on.
Very weirdly, moving platforms is not something that Unreal is very good at.
Yeah, which surprised me.
We had to
because
put
it's
a
very
lot of work
101,
in it.
Yeah, if I can say something about one of the challenges, these enemies right here, these pumpkin plants were like the hardest enemy to get down in the entire game. Like they gave me.
But they're so cute.
They are.
Like to get a one-to-one.
Kelsey, they're immune to range damage.
Yeah, well, because here's the problem. They have so many different behaviors. There's more than one type actually, and they can actually enter this crazy mode after a certain amount of time. So the amount of work that we had to tune these guys, it was like, oh man.
And they also block projectiles, right?
Yeah, they do. Like we kept. That's the thing that's really been interesting about this game as a whole, is there's so much depth to it. We continuously discover new things about this game every day of the project. What's that? There's a lot of puns.
There's not enough puns.
I don't think there's enough puns personally.
Yeah, so what's cool about the exploding pumpkins, Hierophant Big Green,
So the follow-up project we're doing is just a book of puns about medieval.
Oh God. Written by Alex only.
On Kickstarter now.
The pumpkins actually, if you play this level a bunch of times, you'll actually notice that the pumpkins are different every time because they have different art. So we actually use different art every time. There's like 3 or 4 different arts, and you'll get different ones when the enemies spawn in for the pumpkin faces as they roll towards you. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Oh!
I didn't know he was there.
There he is, Mr. Apple.
Accidentally found a Mr.
We
Apple.
accidentally found Mr. Apple. So one of the fun things about the project too was that all of the designers in our levels, or the levels that we were sort of responsible for, we all got to put our Mr. Apple in all of the levels.
This is another fun script too.
This is another fun one. This is the day I learned how to do vector math. So Ian went. So I have a background in math, but not like a very technical one per se. And Ian brought me into sort of our conference room, and we sat down and we went over dot product and cross product and all the sort of elements to how vector math works, so that I could make that little thing. And I think we did good.
Yeah,
we did good. You were a good teacher, fortunately.
Thank you.
Everything you just said is the exact reason why I'm
Yeah.
I would save a few of those for the show.
Okay. Chicken.
Eat it up.
A gross slime-covered chicken.
Hey,
Did we just eat the chicken on screen? Did we do the alternate fire?
We did, yeah.
Okay. Ah. Yeah.
I'd like to mention the Shadow Demons, by the way. We had a goal of making them terrifying. I think we succeeded. Good luck, everyone.
You should mention the Shadow Demons when we're at some Shadow Demons.
Yeah, I just brought it up before. I just wanted to
foreshadow.
Yeah. Oh, 4 Shadow Demons. Nice.
We're foreshadowing the Shadow Demons. Oh, Alex.
That wasn't Alex.
I'll take it. I'll take credit. I don't care who I'll plagiarize it.
So Justin and Emily, what was something that you found really fun when you were making some art in this?
In this level?
Yes, in this level.
I don't know. I didn't do anything. I just did Dan.
That's fine. Like,
Justin just plays video games all day.
Well, Justin's the Dan guy. Justin's in charge of Dan.
Well, did Emily? I think it's something on the other.
I did the shop gargoyle in this level, and the info gargoyle. And Dan.
Didn't you do tentacles?
No.
What did you work exactly on these guys?
Emily, you touched a lot of different enemies. Like Secret 6 and Emily did the lion's share of everything else.
We scared the hell out of Hierophant with Shadow Demons, so
That's good. That's good.
Hey.
So this is something we did in the game that you've probably already seen right now. I don't know if anyone's talked about it yet, but just that every time you use a book or whatever the case may be, we change the camera angle.
Is there an extra platform here? Did we add one?
Nope.
That last one was always there?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it had to happen.
The platforms function, their functionality is a little tweaked from the original, but there were 4 platforms in the original. So
I feel like I always jumped around on that edge in a very harrowing manner.
I think
so
the camera
maybe I
angle's
just
just
didn't
bad and
notice
you
the
can't see
platform.
it. Yeah, I just think you can't see it. Yeah, we changed the camera angles, and actually there's a designer who's a contractor on the project for a while named Jason.
Yeah, good guy,
and
Jason.
Jason went through and did a pass where he would sort of find like an attractive showcase camera angle for the various books. Because in the original game, you just look at the book and it's just like you're looking at
Those are super cool. I like it. Like every book, every gargoyle you talk to, every book you look at, has like a jaunty, interesting angle to it, man.
Yep. So we were trying to figure out a way. You know, it's often the case, right? Artists do all this work for video games, and then the players don't even see the half of all the work they did because they're just running through playing the game. So the cool thing about the books is we got to show off a lot of, Secret 6 and Justin and Emily's art wherever we could, right? Yeah, definitely.
One of your favorite animations actually made on him while he's fighting enemies?
Fighting enemies? I mean,
how about pick like your favorite
in general,
weapon you did the animation?
Like I mentioned before, like the secondary for eating the chicken leg, I really enjoyed him pulling off his arm. Those were 2 of the early ones that I did, and I just really enjoyed when the face animation.
Oh my god.
It's too bad we can't figure that very well.
So I just want you to know that when we got the sound effect and the animation for Dan pulling off his arm,
It's so
we did it.
so good.
We did a sort of process thing where every week we'd all get together and play through some of the levels we made, some of the progress from the week of working on the game. And I think that stand-up and that build review entirely was just us sitting there and pulling
his
Dan's
arm-
arm
oh my
off
God.
over and over
Oh
and
my
over
God,
again.
it's so good.
Really satisfying, like.
Yeah, it's all the sound. I mean, like, Justin, your animation is fantastic, but the sound they picked for that. So prop to the audio team. Props
Yes.
to the audio
The
team.
sound of just of it pulling it off, it's amazing. Not funny, didn't laugh. I don't know what that's in reference to. Oh. Well, I think they're all funny and I always laugh, Alex, because we're friends and I'm here for you.
Oh god.
I think they're all funny, but I don't laugh. What does that mean?
Be patient.
Yeah, that's the one thing. You have to be a little patient on some of these parts. And sometimes I just want to rush through it.
Basically, it's the precursor to Dark Souls.
Yes.
It basically is Dark Souls.
It's Dark Souls. The game is Dark Souls.
It's Dark Souls if Dark Souls was a video game.
Ah.
If.
Okay, I was just double checking what the
Dark Souls is probably one of my
Are we
favorite
playing on
games
the patch right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the.
Man, you're
Don't use all our life
losing all the life bottles.
I have to live dangerously, okay?
Cool.
That's what Dan would do.
You already did that.
He's dead dangerously.
Ooh.
Moment.
Take a breath. Take your time.
You're ant caving this.
Hey, I like it.
I believe the phrase is Alexing. You're Alexing it.
This is every day for me.
Well, do be in mind when I was testing
Whoa.
sometimes I would have to go on
Just
the
jump onto that
internet.
mushroom.
Jump on the mushroom. Get off that platform.
I used to go in fly mode and just check the levels.
Oh god.
So.
Oh, I'm so scared right now.
No, that way, straight. Alright, so this part of the game, this part of the level, we actually is wildly different from the original.
Can't watch this. Yeah, we made this.
I would get out your enchanted sword for this.
Yeah, we made this boss just a little bit easier than the original.
Hey, Steven's here. Steven didn't work on this project, but he's a friend of the team.
So,
This is the Dark Souls of video game remakes.
That's right.
there you go. That's what I want to hear.
Until they remake Dark Souls, we'll take that. It won't go away.
So,
So one of the things that people have told me in here, like a lot of them really have to run around. You don't want to stay in one place all the time because then you look
keep that sword
It's
out.
not. It's yeah.
People actually wrote on Twitter, I saw that. Hey,
You saw the actual Mr. Apple.
Oh, yeah. They shield with projectiles. You can't hurt them with projectiles. So this fight is a fair bit different. In the original game, the tentacles don't lash at you and move you around. But we were trying to figure out some way to make this battle feel more like... Because, you know, feel a little more lifelike. Like
More
the
like Dark
enemies,
Souls?
Yeah, more like Dark Souls, exactly. No. More like the enemies actually interacting with you. Some of the stuff in the original game, as was kind of alluded to in the interview, is you can really see what they were going for with some of these little mini-boss fights and boss fights.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for us, a lot of the time, we just took some liberty to try and sort of match, I think, what players imagined in their head.
gotta be back. You did make it.
Is there any more health in this level? Yeah, there is actually. Yeah, take the left route.
Zuka. There's a dog who is finding things on the ground, as dogs do.
You don't see her, but Suka is the husky of Dog City. She's very fluffy. And she's
You're playing the game.
You're playing the game, Kelsey.
She's cute. There you go.
What?
It's quite a road back, and you got to do the platforming section again.
I can do it really quick if it's like one of those things where we're worried about dying.
I'm a little concerned about dying at this point because it's a pretty long level, and we don't have that much time on the screen.
And there's no checkpoints.
That's the original.
Which is the original. That's the kind of game. This is like harkens back all the way to
the only thing
late
is,
'90s.
I really want to show off the pumpkin serpent. I just want to make sure we get past this.
Well, I'm gonna get off the couch. I think.
Do it.
Yeah. Me and Emily should jump off the pumpkin serpent.
Which is my favorite boss fight in the game.
You want to be mic'd up?
Alrighty. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, MediEvil community. It's been a pleasure.
Oh no! I thought there was water in it.
Oh, Emily, did you want to talk for pumpkin serpent?
Yeah, that thing.
Here, I'll give you my mic.
Oh, hey. I didn't get the chalice. I hope that's okay. Let's see.
We're doing a mic pass, so let us know if we need to adjust.
My hair might be in the way though. Hold on.
Testing.
There you go. Cool.
Alright. Dog.
I'm.
By Cinch Bob wants to know, do you guys know if comic is canonical or not?
I think it is.
I'm actually going to go back to the first level and get some health. If that's
I don't think you need to
I
for
don't need
pumpkin
to?
serpent. Just play.
All right, I'll go with it.
Hey, we just did a mic swap. Can you do an audio check for us, please?
Testing.
Great.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Both of you talk.
Yeah.
Hi.
Can you hear us?
Says
Hello,
comic is
testing.
canon, yes, it's written by
Testing, testing. Blah 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 blah.
Jason Wilson and Chris Terrell did make the comic book, so if you guys want to check that out,
It's a little
it'd be
low.
really cool to see it.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll just keep talking then.
So,
Pumpkin.
Scream it.
Pumpkin Serpent was difficult to work with.
Yeah.
But we're really proud with how he turned out because, we had a lot of iterations of him. Like at first, he didn't have a mouth. As you can see here, in this current version, he does have one. At first, he had like different vines that was going on, and that was kind of confusing to work with because there's just so many different rigs for each vine, and in the end, we actually just needed one. So there's a lot of confusion going on. Hold on, I need to.
Yeah, I think there's health that
There should
way.
be help. Oh, I actually used it.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hold on.
There's definitely help from this level.
Yeah, there's definitely health.
There he goes. I'm gonna use the talisman on this.
I don't think you can do anything with it, right?
No, but
Yeah, not until after, I don't think. Yeah, I know there's a health fountain by the lake.
Right,
Yeah.
But we had like different phases. Like should the pumpkin king or serpent should it like heal itself, or how should it happen? What should it look like? So it was probably this boss was probably one of the most difficult bosses we ever had to go through.
Yeah, I came at everyone with this ridiculous pitch. I'm like, what if like the entire level?
What if the pumpkin serpent were good?
Okay, all right. The
That was
original
Alex's pitch.
no, the original had its charm. No, I said, what if we use the entire level? Because like we were originally thinking like, well, what do we do with this fight? Do we limit it to an arena? Like, why do we have this whole level? And I said, let's use it. Let's use the entire level. So we added these two phases.
Norm's gonna peek in and say goodbye.
From Hero Font, Big Green wants to tell you guys, I love what you do with this boss fight. I almost died. Because I tried to fight him the same way I would in the original. Basically, what I'm trying to say is this is the Dark Souls of pumpkin boss fight.
Oh, I appreciate
There
it.
you go. Yeah, I'm actually kind of nervous right now, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a health fountain on the other side,
Yeah,
Emily.
I
You should be
do
fine.
that, but I also need to be careful.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah, if you just slash at them, I think you can, with a broadsword, you can be okay. But yeah, this was, it was kind of a big change we wanted to make to this dude, because we all have really fond memories of this fight. We really wanted to bring out the best at him. So we went for it, and we're all really happy with how it turned out.
I have to be honest, it was really fun carving a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Carving a pumpkin.
It felt like, great justice. Huh?
30 minutes left.
Oh, 30 minutes left?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
So, only 30 minutes to beat the pumpkin serpent. I believe in you, Emily.
Speed run!
So Dinosaur Bites wants to tell you guys, we went from the worst boss in the first game to easily one of the best here. That's what
Thank you so
Dinosaur Bites
much. We're so happy.
We were really happy to hear that.
So
Yeah.
Emily, I know like you worked on the pumpkin boss, specifically here with our engineer Bert. How many iterations did you have to go through with your animations here?
I've lost count. I have like PTSD about this guy, honestly.
Pumpkin traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, there you go.
Get out.
I'll be here all night.
I'll give him that one.
So to Emily, here up on Big Green says, you can do it.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just.
And for those that are joining right now, this is the MediEvil team playing the Evil game right now on Extra Life. You guys are going to see more space modes, so you're coming on in the first weekend of November. You guys want to help this out. And right here, we got Emily Chen on the far side of the couch playing the game. Ian Sherman in the middle, our lead engineer. And Alex right here next. You can't see me on the side. We got Alex right here in the gray sweater. You want to show off that gray sweater on the back?
I don't want to stand up.
He's mic'd up. He can't really.
Alright, well, Alex is wearing our MediEvil swag with the sweater as a cool shield. And Emily's has that nice little hat.
Well, you got to stop approaching him from the front. Yeah, this fight, like most of the boss fights, we probably knocked out in maybe a week or two. This fight took us about a month. He was very tricky. We went through a lot of iterations with him.
I told Alex I would buy him a cake if he got the bosses done on time. I did not buy Alex a cake.
It was no cake. It was a lie.
Yeah, I owe you a cake.
We do have a lot of.
We
cake
have a lot of
from our-
cake in our
We do have a
fridge.
lot of cake. That's old cake, though. I'll still eat it. It's good. Red velvet. You know, can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's a week old.
Where's the other
It's not
one?
bad.
Where's the other one?
Oh, Emily, it's near the exit.
Okay, so back here.
No, that's the entrance.
Right, okay.
No, that's not either of them.
Keep going right. Okay. I still don't know my left and rights.
There it is.
So I'm ashamed.
Yeah, what really made this fight work, I think, is the music.
Yeah, I love it.
Monty and Bob and Barn, like the entire audio team, just totally nailed it.
Oh no!
Oh God.
Okay, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, really happy with how it all came out. Emily, focus on the king. Kill the king.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Hold on.
You gotta hit the king.
There you go. Well, when we first did this, he didn't have a mouth, and then it's like, okay, no, he has a mouth. So I have to reanimate everything again to this, and it's like, oh, now he's spitting pumpkins. I'm like, okay.
So Emily, I believe there, I think you looked at it or not, but there was also another pumpkin boss in one of the other MediEvil games. How would you feel like that differs from this one that we made?
There was another one?
Yeah, you know, there's like some one thing, yeah.
Oh, Resurrection. Yeah, that's yeah, that one definitely had a lot of changes.
We don't talk about that one.
Alright, talk about that.
This way, right? Okay.
Yeah. No, we yeah, our goal for all the bosses, I probably mentioned it before, but whenever we were going to make a change, we always wanted to go bigger. That was our goal.
And we wanted to, stick to the original as much as we could.
Yeah, we wanted to emulate the
Start from
feel.
there, and
Yeah.
So gross looking. Sorry. A little bit of a trypophobia effect here.
Oh no.
If you don't know what it is, don't look it up.
Don't look it
You
up.
might have
Don't
to.
look that up.
I definitely. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
I remember telling Bert, more tentacles from the ground. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, more, Bert, more! Those tentacles are paid. You might want to projectile those.
So, since Bob would like to know from the chat, will there be ever an option to play only with hand cams?
Probably not. I don't know. Yeah, talk to Sony. Talk to
Actually,
Sony.
no,
We have no idea.
As a friend, since Bob, you can't.
Get him, Emily! Get him! Get him!
Go. Okay. I also did a death animation because first he didn't have a mouth here
It's
too. He's a completely different rig as well.
It's entirely possible that there might be some user experience improvements coming soon, but I can't say a whole lot about that.
Yep.
Here, Fed Big Green, just
Jeff
wanted to
did
quote
this
you
part.
in.
With the
You get a
flowers going.
tentacle, you get a tentacle, and you get a tentacle. Or maybe he was going off of maybe
I'm
right
done animating vines and tentacles.
Yeah, we
If I have to animate an octopus, I'm gonna cry.
we animated a lot of vines and tentacles in this game. And when I say we, I mean exclusively Emily. Sorry, Emily.
Emily's our resident tentacle animator.
Yeah, she's an expert.
I'm not writing that on my resume.
I don't know if we're don't put that one on your LinkedIn. Don't do that.
I will get
If
called.
anybody
on the-
calls me for a reference, though, and that's what I'm saying. for
Okay,
sure.
yeah,
I don't
tentacle
wanna be known
expert.
For that. Hello.
A most edifying
Harold Font Big Green would like to say, you somehow made his death animation look grosser than in the original.
Oh yeah,
Well done.
he's disgusting. We love him.
Here,
Pumpkin
have
pie's
this
still
lovely
good, though. I
dragon
have
gem.
nothing. I love pumpkin pie.
Hey Emily,
What?
can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you read the Pumpkin King and the Bestiary? I really like that one.
Didn't we tell you to get out?
I like this one. Do the Bestiary one. Emily, come on.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Just cycles through.
Whoops. Okay, there you go. One too many.
Third tab, Pumpkin King.
All right, you want to read this?
This was a collaboration between Chris and myself. A terrifying reminder of the perils of competitive vegetable growing. This sinister squash has become a terrible influence on his once peaceful pumpkin. Zarek's magic has created the ultimate superfood. This is one ghoulish gourd that's simply bustin' for a dustin'. And that's Justin. One more rhyme. Threw it in there. Exclusive content you only get here.
I don't know. You used terrible twice in the span of 2 sentences.
Did I?
Doesn't have
Oh
really good
no.
flow.
Did we? Shoot. Oh, I missed that.
That is Harold Font Big Green. That was great.
Oh. Shopping time?
This is the shopping gargoyle.
Did you actually try the play narration on it yet? Like,
Oh, it's not-
Bestiary?
Oh, not yet, no.
Does he eat the coins?
Yeah,
He
it's
does.
good.
Actually, to be honest, my roommate, when she first played this yesterday, she absolutely loved that. She had a blast, so yeah. Thank you, Megan. If you're still watching, I think she's at a meeting right now.
So, Emily, here's the question.
What?
Wow!
What, Alex?
Wow! me and Emily actually get along great. In real life, we get along, yeah. No, sometimes.
In real life? Is this real life?
IRL, we get along. The question is, do we want to attempt Enchanted Earth?
Yes.
You should play Enchanted Earth.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll play the Demonettes.
Okay, all right.
Like a terrible
So
handoff.
you gotta give me a, give me
Okay.
good help with that.
I'm gonna chicken drumstick some of those shadow demons because they are
Yeah,
net.
get those shadow
I'll get them on the way back. I'll get them on the way back. I'll get them on the way back. Stop yelling at me. I'll do it. I promise.
You got like 15?
I promise. I'm gonna get every one of those chalices. You'll see.
I've got something here I can give you, but
Do you guys ever feel like he says Danielle? Like Daniel here, like when he's talking to him? They say, oh, Danielle. Oh, hello.
Flaming longbow. All right, here we go.
That was very musical.
Well, thank you. I'm in a band. No, I'm not gonna do that.
You are in a band.
I'm in a band.
That is a fun fact.
I'm not.
Alex can sing.
I'm not gonna promote that here. This is about medieval.
That band is called Other Ocean.
Other Ocean.
You
I'm
know,
a band of
Alex
fellow
provides
developers.
music for The Office as he's dubbing. That's his double talent.
It's kind of fun. So Sin Bob says, I felt relief when I saw that there is no genie from Resurrection until the moment that I entered the hilltop mountain and saw him on the glass of the window.
Singed Bob. There is no mistake or escape. That's what I was trying to say. There's no mistake. That was my mistake.
Oh, you're gonna blast through.
I'm gonna get some health because I'm terrified of this level.
Yeah, this is probably the best way to get quick health.
Yeah.
Honestly.
There's no spoon.
Well, we've already played this song.
I'm just getting health because we're taking on Enchanted Earth.
I haven't gone to DC.
Well, DC you only get one health bottle.
Go to Merchant and read the books.
No, Justin, no. Alazam.
Yeah, Hero Font Big Green says, there is no escape. There is only Al-Salam.
Wait,
Al-Salam?
wait, is Al-Salam? Oh my God, I just got blocked.
You're supposed to be gaining health.
I'm
Alex.
sorry, I'm not good at video games, okay?
I want to take on the Enchanted Earth. Actually, that was my idea. Sorry.
Emily's so mean to me.
Ian, have you played it?
Have I played? No.
Yeah, do you want to play a little bit of this?
I don't mind.
I'm gonna.
They have a terrible plan already, so I just want to watch it go off the rails. Exactly.
So Dinosaur Bite says, we're all glad that particular genie is back in his bottle for good. ...
For good?
For good. For now.
We'll bring it back, don't worry.
No, Justin, don't. Justin, don't.
Because he said that, we'll bring it back.
Don't threaten our viewers. That's terrible.
Send us money if you don't.
Oh,
Justin, microtransactions we taken out of the game, yeah.
So, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, yeah, we do have the extra life thing.
If,
That's actually funny. So Hero Fan Big Green, be a little funny here, says El Salam is the final boss of MediEvil 3, or so I've heard.
Spoilers.
And then Dinosaur Bite says, I bought 4 copies.
Oh,
it is not
snap.
enough.
Well, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
If you look at the bottom of our Twitch page, there should be a link to our Extra Life. It will help support kids who suffer from Al-Zalam.
Oh, boy. Whew.
It's a good cause.
Yeah, it was
pretty good.
Yeah, and for those that are wondering, we do have our associate producer Bobby on the side, as well as Justin's also on the side. If you want to ask them any questions, that is definitely great.
Hold on, Alex, do you have the flaming arrows?
And
I do have the
on
flaming
side,
arrows, we're
our
good.
awesome person Bill had put up our link for our Extra Life team. If you guys want to check that out, it will be started on the first weekend of November, starting November 1st, leave all the way to November 3rd. So
12 hours a day, 36 hours total.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Streaming, except for the periods between the 12-hour periods.
Herefont Big Green says, saving people from that guy is a good cause. Yeah. I don't mean to yell. I don't have a mic, so I have to make sure.
So,
You're right.
my hair's probably
I
in the
know.
way.
I have to make sure.
There you go. One of my favorite lines is actually this level later on.
Is it a pun by Alex?
No.
Not this time.
It's from the Gargoyles, where it's just like, "What have you done?"
What have you done?
I just really like that line. Yeah.
Okay, Alex, were you the one that focused most on this level, or was it another
Oh,
designer?
this one was John.
Alright, so what can you tell, or maybe since you really want to play this level, what is it about this level that you find really...
I don't want to play it.
Emily wanted him to play the level.
Do you want to play Demonettes?
I'll play the Demonettes.
Yeah, Emily, you play the Demonettes.
They remind me of the other ones from Van Helsing.
I'm actually terrified of this level, so I'm going to be moving not super fast.
Yeah.
This level, so I've compared it to the Anne Orlando of MediEvil, for any Dark Souls fans out there. This is a rough level.
It's tough.
If you can beat this level, you're probably good for the rest of the game, because this is probably the hardest one. My opinion, just my opinion.
Well, on the original, so we added some quality of life improvements. In the original game, this is the make or break level easily.
Yeah, easily.
Like if you can get past the Demonettes, the boss of this level, of the second version of this level, because there are in fact 2 versions, there is nothing as hard for the rest of the game, is my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, can I say something about the bird legs?
No.
Of
course you can.
Yeah. So Herefont Big Green says, I love the way you recreated this cutscene. So they really like the cutscene in the beginning.
Oh,
Nice.
That's Justin.
That's Justin.
Did that. The little...
Opening the door?
Is that...
No, to the cutscene. So Herefont Big Green really loved the way you created this cutscene.
I think it must be the opening the door one. Yeah.
It's the best opening door animation I've ever seen. By a
Justin,
skeleton.
great door opening.
Yeah. Kind of like kick it open or... So this bird up here, when I originally got the rig, it was literally just the legs. Which...
Oh.
But as... No, so as they're testing it, they're like, we don't actually have a shadow for the body, so it does look like 2 legs. So we had to go back and like animate the body in there, which you'll never see here, but you'll see it later on with the other culture scenes.
Well, the mesh in the original game is just a pair of legs.
Yeah, but
that's like again retrading.
Very accurate. Now, if you would show off the bird legs in the bestiary.
Yeah. And I remember when we were looking at the art of the oh yeah, it's just legs, right? And the
Yeah, I think it's boss's bird, dragon bird.
dragon bird. Yep.
There you
That's
go.
what the rig looked like.
Hot diggity.
Yep. But
She's not just a set of legs,
We
yeah.
had to look up like
That was
ostrich
gross.
legs and like bird feet and how mangly they could be, and that was a weird.
How mangly?
Like how dirty bird feet can get, and that was a really interesting art.
Isn't that a line from that nursery rhyme?
Is it?
Greasy, grimy gopher.
Oh.
Little birdie's dirty feet.
That nursery rhyme used to make me so hungry as a kid.
So Herefont Big Green says, so this is the Dark Souls of MediEvil levels. Also, seeing only the legs in the book cracked me up.
Yes.
It's really funny. There's a funny story about that from the original. I don't know if I can say that one or not, but yeah, there's a reason for that.
I don't know the story, so I can't tell you if you can say it.
I know part of this story. I can probably say it, but that's fine. Where am I going here? I'm looking for the. Oh, I went back to the intro. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I know where I am.
Okay.
How long? 2 minutes?
15.
All right, I got 2 minutes to finish this. Got it.
So
John. Oh, sorry. You go first.
So I know, like, but every time I play this level, the little plants remind me of Pokemon sometimes.
I based them off of.
This game did also inspire Pokemon.
Yeah. This is basically Pokemon meets Dark Souls.
It's the Dark Souls of Pokemon.
There we go. Yeah.
No one, not even the dark,
Gotta catch all the souls.
can release them without the shadow artifact.
I could say, I could speak really quickly to the info gargoyles, all these guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Since they had so much dialogue, and early on when we decided that we were going to animate them, but I needed to spend my time wisely and work smarter, so I worked out a handful of expressions that would sort of give
Now,
general...
Alex, how did you know the solution to that puzzle?
He's so ignorant.
Psychic.
Some of the,
I knew it because I was interrupting Justin during his story.
But I was trying to get like a handful of emotions that would lend itself to like everything that the info gargoyle said, and I listened to all the dialogue and read through it enough times to figure out like what would cover all that stuff, and then finally just sort of piece it all together.
Yeah.
Again, I thought it came out pretty good.
They look fantastic.
I want to say a quick thing about the shadow demons coming up. The reason they teleport is because we thought it was funny. Good luck, everyone. we were trying to figure out how to make them more terrifying, and then we're like, what if they teleport? And we're like, oh, that's cool, let's do it.
You are a bad person.
I am a bad person, it's true.
So Dinosaur Bites says teasing us with a bird-like story like
I-
that, sad, Isaac Binding.
oh god, I'll tell you this much. There was never a full bird. It was always just the legs. I think, okay, everyone knows that, okay. Well then there wasn't much of a tease then, I failed. Alright, fine. Fine.
I think it wasn't much of a story, really.
Alright, I did my best, okay. I'm not good with writing stories.
Here, just re-explain that in funny form.
Don't think about that, what I just said, please. What? Oh, no!
Could you do a limerick about the bird legs?
Give me a few hours and some money.
We have 10 minutes.
Oh no. These shadow demons, they're really difficult. I'm playing real safe because they are
It was
terrifying.
really cool because at first I think they fell over when they died, and then we got a note back saying like it'd be cool if they kind of entered a void. So I had to make like a little machine.
What the? You dumb frog? Where did you come from? You jerk.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Little spinning pods. Alex, you gotta give me life for the.
Oh jeez, there's another one. I forgot about that one. Oh, is that another one?
Nope, it's the same one that teleported.
Oh, these guys are jerks.
Who designed these?
Yeah,
Who added teleporting?
What a guy.
What a monster.
What a person.
So Ian, what did you think about working on this level if you got a chance?
Well, I don't really work on levels in particular. It's not really how the engineers worked on this project.
Well, what was one thing that you really liked working on this project?
I like everything about working on this project. Getting to learn Unreal, getting to build things from the ground up, doing a lot of scripting, working closely with the designers on the scripting for their various levels. It's been a lot of fun.
Alright, let's see if I can do this.
I gotta tell you, I loved working on this game. I had a blast. Like, I grew up with this game. I think a lot of us did, and we just love it to death. We were so happy to bring this to life. It was really thrilling for all of us, especially Justin.
Well,
I don't know. I just felt like calling you out. No reason.
Emily, what about you? What was one of your favorite things about making this game?
I mean,
Okay,
it's just
I'm
being
gonna grab
able
the
to
chalice real
animate whatever
fast.
is available in the game. Like, this is my first console game that I've worked on, and before all this, I worked on a lot of, yeah.
Wow.
Well, actually, no. Before this, I worked on a little bit of Concrete Genie. That was 3 years ago. This was like, yes, yeah. Like I was fully like just part of this project, but
Oh.
before I did a lot of 2D animation, and do 3D, and you guys gave me the opportunity to do this. Just out of
Emily is a really great 2D animator and 3D animator.
Thank you.
Emily's pretty good at most things.
Justin. Oh, also I want to thank Justin for helping out with
Her programming can use a little work.
Yeah, Emily, you got to work on your programming. Other than that, you're great.
Yeah.
All right, Emily, I'm going to take you into this with like 4 health vials. You okay with that?
Because he doesn't have a choice.
I should be okay.
Because somebody made the Shadow Demons teleport.
Wait, how many flaming arrows do you have right now?
Yeah, actually, you got flaming arrows. You should be okay. Yeah, actually, funny enough, demonettes were harder before I stepped in. Oh, God.
I mean, 3 life bottles.
Oh. No, don't do that.
2 life bottles. Emily, you're fine.
Okay.
Emily, you're fine. You're fine. You're going to be great. Okay, I'm going to go back and heal. You're good. I'm going to heal.
Okay.
I think I can heal still.
Oh wait, no, go back to the where the.
Yeah, where's the bird? I always.
Left,
What?
Right.
Right?
That's true.
No, there's nothing here.
Oh no, never mind.
Dinosaur Bites is pointing out that Emily, your success or failure is going to be the end cap to our stream. So
Oh no.
Yeah, no
he doesn't
pressure.
want you to feel any pressure.
Oh yeah, no pressure at all.
He or she.
Where's the where's the
Dinosaur
tree?
Advice tells you, Emily, that will
Oh,
the
there it
stream
is.
end in victory or a crushing defeat? No pressure.
Either or, we're all gonna have to.
There it is.
Turn to page 16
And
if
then-
you want to see victory. Turn to page 22.
Oh, there you go.
And then Carafog Big Green says, who would do that? Who would give the Shadow Demons the ability to teleport?
Yeah, that was my bad, y'all. Well, actually, I'm really happy with it. I think it's hilarious.
Wait, first equip the flaming arrows.
All right, Emily, all yours. Good luck.
All right, let's
Here we
try
go.
this.
I believe in you. You can do this.
So this.
It's just like 2D and 3D animation.
This fight was
Just like animation.
really challenging to get because we had to make 2 independent entities attacking you at the same time and working together. It was pretty interesting to design or to fix this one up.
Yeah, it actually fits in there.
It's over there and it's like a brick.
These things.
I did that animation in Carolina.
Oh yeah. And then Pete's like, I'll make it look like he's walking up the stairs.
Okay, so Alex, I know that you focused a lot on the bosses in the game. What was one of the hardest, and yet another reason, like what was the funnest thing while working on them? So what was the hardest part working on them? And then what was the funnest part about working on them?
So the hardest part was there's actually 3 separate entities being controlled at once. There's each demonette, and then the platform is actually its own entity. And just figuring out with our engineer Bert, like how we were gonna like juggle all that from an AI side was very complicated.
That's too bad Bert didn't stop by it.
Yeah, it's a shame.
He is there.
Also, this platform, I feel a little bit bad about it. So the reason that it leans up a little bit before going down the other way is I was actually trying to telegraph it a little bit more. But Emily, you might want to try to dodge some of the attacks if you don't want to get hit. Yeah.
There's only a million things happening.
Yeah. No. If you stand there, you'll take a lot of them. You're doing. Those aren't fire. They're power ups. You're doing great.
Oh my gosh.
The fun part is what we're witnessing now is watching players. We added a few things to this fight. Fire arrows are definitely the way to go here if you can get them by this point.
Makes sense because if I think of like a fire spewing demon.
All right, good job.
like-
Good job.
Okay. Yay.
Good.
Nice.
End cap success.
It wasn't that bad.
Well, Emily, you have to be able to jump to that without falling off. Can you do it?
What's the jump button again?
It's X.
You better check. You better check in the options menu.
I actually meant to give you the wrong button, but I screwed up.
Good emoji, I think he is impressed. Or she is. I don't know if it's a girl or guy.
You are impressed.
So
It's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur. The dinosaur bites.
Carafog Big Green says, yeah, it's funny. I didn't almost get a game over on the remake version of this level at all or anything like that. Also, congratulations on beating the boss.
Yeah, to be honest, I think our version of the Demonettes, in spite of everything, is actually a little easier than the original. The original,
Kidding? A little?
yeah, the original is like, it's unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie to you, I only completed it. Yeah, I only completed it with save states. That's how I got through the original. I couldn't do it. I'm a wimp, I'm sorry.
I felt like the stage in the original was a little bit.
I thought you were good at games.
Well, I'm super pro at games, but not that fight.
Ken Bob says, go full programmer style and play with Dan's arm.
Is that programmer style?
I think so. Oh, pro gamer, sorry.
Oh, pro gamer.
You know
I was
what?
gonna say.
A programmer,
Yeah.
a full programmer can go Dan's arm if they want. But yeah,
This way?
I think
Yeah,
they
yeah.
want to be like, can you just play it with Dan's arm?
No, we're not doing a Dan's arm
We'll do
run.
another time I
That
can.
is so hard. No, I tried earlier. It was a disaster.
It is possible to do everything in this game with just Dan's armor.
It is.
Don't recommend it.
No, do not recommend
I
it.
imagine there's going to be people who do like playthroughs or
Oh no,
speedruns
you're good,
of
Emily.
that.
Hero Fan Big Green says you need to be able to beat Demonettes using only the arm.
I will tell you, if you don't have an optimal weapon for Demonettes, it's a very interesting fight. So we actually added an attack for Demonettes.
Where they fly towards you, right?
They teleport.
No, that's the Shadow Demons. No, it's the one that goes a little bullet helly. And they actually have two variations of their attacks. Like the boulder ones, they actually have a bigger boulder too. So yeah, I think the words I just used didn't really make sense, but I think you got the high level idea.
This is as good a time as any to sort of wrap up our stream. I mean, maybe you should finish on that gargoyle animation that Justin loves so much, or pick up another weapon.
Oh yeah, do another Hall of Heroes.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. This is one of my favorites.
But thanks everybody for joining us. Again, we have been Other Ocean, developers of MediEvil. Hope you enjoy the game. And one last promotion for our extra live stream, which is next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Please donate to the sick kids.
Yeah, thank you for everything, all of you. We are so glad that y'all like the game.
It's been tremendous just seeing all the reactions.
Yeah,
do it for you.
we put everything we had into this one. From a passion perspective, we really went for it.
Always I had a pile of slayness strewn around me. You spend most of your time organizing and changing all the guards and playing croquet with the king.
And he's like, what?
Still, I lend you my axe. You as weaker, you as broken. She thirsts for a slaughter as much as I. Drink deep of demon blood, my proud beauty.
You did it.
You did it.
Good job.
I just stood there.
We won the game.
Alex, is that you?
Axe game.
Do
What?
you have to say gained axe?
Yeah, that was Jeff. Jeff threw that in.
Or what's his character name?
The Jeff character.
Character name?
Admirable Knockbar.
Admirable?
I made it up and I screwed up the word.
Knockbar?
Admiral, alright? Well, he's also admirable, okay?
The Admirable Knockbar. We're getting counted.
Alright.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for
See you
everything.
next week.
See y'all.